Hello, hello. Is anybody there? Hello, hello. Am I live? I'm gonna assume I am. Hello, everybody. It's me, Casual Cooper. Today is going to be our Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories tournament as thrown by our newest character and newest boss to end up in our AI tournaments, Heishin. Yes, Heishin from the old Forbidden Memories game, who also appeared in Duels of the Roses, Falsebound Kingdom, and maybe even in Dark Duel Stories. I don't remember. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Eric's Kills All. Hopefully you have fun today. I'm excited to show off today's tournament because, it's been building up to this. We've been getting to a point where we're going to be talking more about some of the older characters from the Forbidden Memory area. So I'm excited for that. Welcome, Scott. Welcome, Loki. Welcome, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Welcome, Richard. Hey, thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Welcome, Necromurph. Welcome, everybody. Let me just give me 1 second. I'm sending out some links to people that I'm going to be streaming right now. Welcome, Nightburn. Welcome, Darian. I hope you guys are excited for today's duels, even though the decks are going to be a little less strategic compared to what we're used to. But hell, maybe the AIs will actually be able to use them now, since they don't require that much brain power. But we'll see. We will see. Forbidden Memories was a very beautiful game from way back when. Sadly, obviously, it has its own restrictions and stuff, and the only games I can find that actually have CPU duels was Tag Force. So, Tag Force it is. 1 second, let me go ahead and set this up. There we go. Alright. I am ready to just check things out and make sure we're working here. Yes, Chaz snuck into the tournament, of course. The Forbidden Memories tournament, and Chaz snuck in. I haven't missed a tournament in a year. Holy crap, Nightburn, good on ya. Thank you so much for joining us so often. I know it's pretty hard to keep up since I do tournaments twice a week now, but I do appreciate that you're here. Oh, welcome, Josiah. I hope you... Yes, Josiah. I hope you've been having fun, and thank you so much for watching my stuff, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Spirit Caller. That was a while ago now. Are the villagers in this? No, I held back some characters. There will be 5 new characters, but they are more main-ish characters. Not gonna be... They're not gonna be, let's say, grunts. Well, they're gonna be grunts, but they're not gonna be grunts, you know? They're not going to be the basic of the basic. Welcome, Rose QB. But, we'll see. Now, let's see here. Everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be alright. I'm almost set up. Where is... Alright, I am getting a warning currently. Let me make a quick change, everybody. We'll see if this makes everything work or if it makes things worse. Either way. Yeah, unfortunate that you can't bet on this, or maybe it's a good thing you guys can't bet on this, because I don't know how you guys would be able to accurately predict what's going to happen today with 5 new characters. Yeah. Oh man, I almost would have missed it due to wanting to sleep. You know, I've been wanting to sleep too, but I've been putting off sleep because I've realized that there's a lot of new stuff happening today. Like, after today's tournament, I'm going to be preparing for a brand new Let's Play that I've been excited to do with my friends. Alright, there we go. Welcome, Night Shroud. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to figure out everything with my controller, make sure everything's working. There we go. That's working. Good. Got Yugi still there. So, the new characters, for those of you, it doesn't need to be a guessing game. I will be willing to show them off right now. So, here we go. The new characters showing up in today's Tag Force tournaments, the AIs from Forbidden Memories, and they appeared in many other games as well, but Forbidden Memories will be the game that they're originally from, are... Well, here are your 16 characters, and yes, that means today's tour fight will be match style. Best 2 out of 3. One of the new characters will be Naku, one of Haitian's Imperial Guards that defends him. In fact, it's the red guard that has the Oh, what animal head did that guy have? I don't remember. It's been so long. We have Taya versus Yami Yugi, Weevil versus Pegasus, Rex Raptor versus a new character, High Priest Seto. High Priest Seto will be a new character joining our AI tournaments, and he will be using cards that he used back in Dark Duel Stories and Forbidden Memories, along with cards that, Seto used back in the day as well. Next, we are going to be having, it might have been a bird, Bandit Keith fighting the original Seto Kaiba, who also appeared. And then we have Joey Wheeler versus Sebek. That is right. Sebek is the green Imperial Guard of Haitian that has the alligator helmet, or alligator face. And Sebek is going to be using an old deck just like Naku from Forbidden Memories with some cards from Falsebound Kingdom because they also had cards in that game. I don't remember them in Dark Duel Stories, therefore I don't think I'm going to have any cards from there. We also have Shoddy and Yami Bakura, Haitian, and finally a character I already revealed, Simon Moran. Simon Moran is going to be using his, Simon Moran is going to be using a horrible deck. The deck he used in Forbidden Memories and the cards he used in Falsebound Kingdom, and that's all the information I have. I think he also was in Yu-Gi-Oh! 2004. Either way, the cards I gave Simon are god-awful. As of today, I am willing to say that Simon is most likely the weakest AI to ever come out of our tournaments. Haitian is actually pretty decent. He's going to be the boss of today's tournament. Yami Bakura is here. We all know he's okay. Shoddy is pretty good. Pretty meh. Sebek is going to be very interesting and pretty strong. Are you ever going to do a 300 character AI tournament? That just doesn't seem possible. For those of you that are curious, the game limits you to making 200 decks. I am actually only allowed to create 200 decks. So, yeah. Joey Wheeler's here, Seto Kaiba's here, Bandit Keith is here, Priest Seto is here, Rex Raptor's here, Maximilian Pegasus, Weevil Underwood, all that fun stuff. Let's see here. I am still setting up everyone. Almost ready to go. Any chance of another 200 character tournament? That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But for now, let's go ahead and just set up who's going to be fighting. So, I'm going to go ahead. The first fight today is going to be Mai versus Naku. Don't worry, we're not starting until 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is the normal start time. Welcome, everybody. Let me just go ahead and show you. Mai Valentine, obviously, we're going to just pick Mai since she's right here. And then her deck will be used from way back when. Where is it? We actually used her deck once before in a different tournament. Yes, there we go. And now let's go ahead and get our other character, which is a made-up one, so I gotta hide the results on that, or I might spoil some things. And I'm not here to spoil. Welcome, Alexi Bear. Kyle Stacy, if you need to sleep, just sleep. This tournament will be available at all times. Obviously, the second the tournament's over, it's uploaded to YouTube. Well, it's already on YouTube, so I don't know how to say it. But, you know how it is, guys. You'll be able to watch it at your leisure. If you would love to be, the only tournament I have done with subscribers is the Dynasty Duels, which is currently ongoing on Yugo Omega, where everyone uses the decks that we made for Dynasty Duels. Other than that, I will not ever use real people in AI tournaments. It's already bad enough that I've used myself in the past. I will not use real people in AI tournaments. Alright, you have a great sleep there. Right now, I'm still setting up everything, and then we are going to be getting into our first duels. Our tournament officially starts at 2 p.m. my time, which is in 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes. So, for those of you that don't remember the differences between, like, Naku and, like, Sebek, their decks are actually very similar, but there were some key differences I could find. Naku has a weird tribute monster that you guys might like. And he uses a fusion monster called the Skull Knight, even though it wasn't a fusion monster in the game he played. Let's see. Could I pay to make a deck for a character? Look, I am money grubbing. I would totally sell out for anything. But, and yes, this is best 2 out of 3 because it's a short tournament, but that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. If you just simply want a deck for a certain character, then I have to assume that you're taking that deck out of either your imagination, a different game that gave them cards they never actually used, or, what else? Maybe just a beefed up version of the decks they already use? Huh, that's not too bad. For those of you that ever want to recommend characters, I'm always listing. I'm always going to shut you guys down all the time. Yama Yugi Blackluster deck? I mean, he already has BLS in his deck, but there's no Blackluster support in TAC Force 7. Like, 0. The only card that might be considered support, there's no field spell, there's no spell cards, there's no effect monsters, there's none. There's only BLS and Chaos Seed. That's it. So, whatever you're thinking a little too far into the future, most likely. Alright, let's see here. I'm almost got his deck. Out of curiosity, because I know a lot of my fans are actually not from the past, a lot of them are used to newer decks and newer Yu-Gi-Oh! How many people here have actually, how many people who have actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories? Hands up in chat, hands up. Like, does anyone here ever played Forbidden Memories? Okay, we got somebody. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, okay. Looks like a lot of people. Not too bad, not too bad. You beat it. You guys played it. Okay. So, Forbidden Memories, used it to speedrun. That's even better. I like to hear that. Speedruns of the games are really fun. Even though collecting the cards can be very annoying. It's like, oh, I didn't pull the one card I needed, but whatever. Speaking of money, woo! Thank you so much for money. I appreciate it very much, Alexi Bear. Thank you very much. Let's see. It was your first Yu-Gi-Oh game? Funny enough, it was my first Yu-Gi-Oh game as well. Literally, the first Yu-Gi-Oh game I ever had was Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, so that's kind of awesome. I played it but did not beat it. I did but never beat it. Okay. It's okay if you didn't beat it. The game had some really bullcrap moments. Like, I would say up to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament in the real world. Well, it's not the real world, but not when you go back to the past, but when you're in the future and you're doing that duel tournament. That is the last time the game is considered easy, as a kid anyway. After that, when you have to go fight the mages, that's when the game gets really hard, especially if you are not, if you were just a kid. Like me, I was 5 years old. I was not ready. I was definitely not ready for that. But I still managed to beat it through a lot of trial and error and realizing that Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is the GOAT. You got that right. Older Yu-Gi-Oh! Games did not mess around. Lots of grinding. Yep, in some cases it takes a lot of grinding. Cooper's 3 favorite things: chicken tenders, money, and classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm afraid you got that incorrect. Only one of those 3 things are my favorite thing. I love money, but I would not put it in top 3. Chicken tenders would be put in top 3. Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I love classic Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wouldn't even put it in top 3. Sly Cooper exists, thank you very much. As long as Sly Cooper exists, top 3 will be ignored there. Alright, so guys, remember that today's tournament will be match style, best 2 out of 3, because there are 16 characters involved. Our first 2 contestants, obviously one of them is fake at the moment, but that's because you guys already know this if you're not new. We make up lots of characters. Let's see, Reshove Destruction is harder, 100% harder, yes. Where's competitive Cooper? I keep him locked away. Joey's going all out, he better go all out. Sly Cooper tournament, when there's a Sly Cooper biplane tournament and sea ship tournament, I'm down. Every day, I'm 100% down. But our tournament is going to start soon. So, before the match even begins, I want to know, are you guys voting for our newest character, Naku, to take the victory? Or are you a bigger fan of Mai Valentine, who has won a tournament recently? Getting both the new Pokemon games? I will get one of the new Pokemon games. I don't usually... I usually buy a lot of the old Pokemon games. I would get multiple. You know, I get one of each. But not with the new ones. The new ones are... New ones I don't need to buy 2. Let's just say. But we'll see. Hard to say. Gotta go Mai. Now, I understand it's hard to vote because obviously one of these characters are new. but I just am curious if you guys like a certain character more than the other. Either way, I think it's about time we start this. Everyone, Mai Valentine using her very old deck, and of course Naku, a new character showing up in our AI tournaments. Let's get it going. There he is. Yep, he does have a bird face. Naku, one of the Imperial Guards protecting Haitian, was summoned today for today's tournament. The tournament today will be a bunch of older duelists using older cards. Now, in order to balance the Forbidden Memories decks of these characters, I did give them cards that they would typically use in other games, but did not use exactly. Because obviously I couldn't just have a bunch of people with a bunch of fusion monsters that aren't actually fusion monsters anymore, or that are fusion monsters now. And I had a lot of cards that actually could be summoned. Now, with the Yami, Whiptail Crow can barely defeat Harpy's brother, but with Mirror Wall, nothing could defeat Harpy's brother. And just like that, Naku is in a lot of trouble. Digimon World 2? Oh, that was a fun game. I remember that one. That was a good Let's Play. Good times. And Naku is already getting his butt kicked. Luckily, today is best 2 out of 3. But as you can see, Harpy Lady does not care. She's just like, well, I'm just going to summon a bunch of powerful monsters, and I have a Mirror Wall to protect me. So Naku will summon the Whiptail Crow, but cannot attack with it. However, 1850 attack will keep him nice and safe, making it so Mai has to burn herself by 2,000 life points. And just like that, we have her Harpy's Pet Dragon, the boss monster of Mai Valentine's deck. And just like that, we have a Mirror Force. For once, Naku is in a position where he could do some damage. Will he actually go for it? I don't know. Ah, yes, the Ancient Brain, of course. There we go. Good night, Lori. And good night, Italy. Will you go back to Master Duels? Hell no, I won't. And Mirror Wall, again, she'll pay the 2k, and now she only has 475 life points left. She summons Harpy Lady, gives it a Cyber Shield, makes it a Cyber Harpy Lady, and rips apart the Whiptail Crow. Honestly, she can only afford what? She can't afford Mirror Wall after this, and Dark Wall kicks in. If he has a monster, he does not. He doesn't have a monster. If Mai Valentine draws a card, she will win the duel. She drew monster aboard, and she's gonna end it with her boss monster, the Harpy's Pet Dragon. And just like that, Mai takes game number 1. If only that last card in his hand was a summonable monster and not a tribute monster. Naku will take the first L, but it was an extremely close duel, down to 475 life points. So, let's go ahead and get duel number 2 of these characters going. Obviously, I could set this up way quicker now, so just give me a sec. After watching duel number 1, how do you guys feel about the duel? Do you think your character could still win? Do you believe Mai is a little too much for Naku? Which honestly it makes sense. She's won a tournament, but it was a very close duel. So honestly, I think it could have gone either way. Like, if he had just had a monster as that last card in his hand, he would have won the duel. But sometimes we get unlucky in life. And that's what Naku is, unlucky. So, let's go ahead and get game number 2 started. It was a really close duel. Alright, Naku is back, and let's see if he can do this. And we have a Heart of the Underdog, which is a card I gave to a lot of the newer characters as support. Just for when they enter in other tournaments, not just this one. And we have, Malevolent Nuzzler with Blue Wing Crown with Mountain. It looks like Naku's in a lot of trouble because 2,500 attack is a lot in this time period. Yami will help him out, but he can't destroy the opponent's field spell that way. Alright. Welcome, Brago. I hope you have fun today. In Forbidden Memories, yeah, if you lose to anybody, even in just a regular tournament, you just straight up die. Even when you're not in, like, the Egyptian times and the older times. You're, like, when you're in the newer times and you're just having a tournament that Kaiba throws. Like, you could just straight up die. You have, like, a heart attack, I assume. And just like that, with the perfect trap, perfect spell card support, it looks like Mai Valentine, and she has Harpy Lady, is going to try and take game number 2, making it so our newest character, Naku, gets his butt kicked. But he will survive for now. He has a very small amount of life points left. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it holding on, but we'll see. We'll see. He sets a monster, sets a trap. Obviously, that could be one of three, but we'll see what he gets. Will Naku be losing his soul today? Will he be going to a realm of shadows? Well, the Mirror Force will buy him one turn. But she didn't summon a monster, and she's giving the Malevolent Nuzzler back. Oh, she doesn't have a monster. She's actually bricked. Whiptail Crow could do some... Why didn't you attack? Wait! Someone explain to me why Naku didn't attack or summon a monster. What's going on here? She was wide open. Why aren't you doing anything, Naku? What is wrong with you, kid? What's in your hand? How do you not have a monster, Naku? I mean, Grant's a Hard the Underdog kind of proves you don't have a monster because we would have seen it activate. There we go. Neo the Magic Swordsman. Harpy's Feather Duster. Goodbye, Mountain. Goodbye, Mirror Wall. And goodbye to Mai Valentine's life points. With 400 life points, Naku is making a pretty big comeback. Technically, he still would not have won the duel by 50 yet, so she would have 50 life points if he had attacked. And she uses her own Harpy's Feather Duster. He loses everything. How did we get a follow? Wait, that's a Twitch follower on a YouTube stream. That's actually very funny. And just like that, duel number 2, he's gonna tribute summon, say hello to his Kaizijin. That's right. He does have a piece of the Gate Guardian, and I'm not gonna lie, that's the only one he has. Just like that, Naku wins game number 2 with only 400 life points left. That means our first duel will be going to game 3, and the winner will be the one that gets to keep their soul. Will Haitian's strongest Imperial Guard Naku survive, or will Mai Valentine, the champion of... God, what tournament did she win again? The Pyramid of Light tournament. Will she win that tournament? We'll see. So the loser dies, why not? Why not? Game 3, baby. Hope for the best, everybody. If you wanted Naku to win, if you want the new character to win, let me know in chat right now. If you want Mai Valentine to win, if you're a Mai fan, let me know right now. I want to know who has more support. And then I'm going to laugh at the people that don't win. I only want to know so I can laugh at you when you lose. For those of you that win, you don't get laughed at. Alright, here we go. Mai most likely. Honestly, she does seem to have the better hold on the game. Alright. Mai Valentine has set up 3 cards. Pretty good so far. And Polymerization! Naku is summoning the strongest card in his deck. This is the Skull Knight. Skull Knight will be the strongest card in his deck, and he's got a Neo the Magic Swordsman, which will be Trap Hold. Sadly, the other one could not be Trap Hold. And Skull Redbird is dead. With a Heart of the Underdog, they might even be able to rebuild their hand. On game 3, Naku literally gets the perfect monster. And she threw away all of her monster cards, but she has 3 traps, so I assume one of those traps is going to be good. And with 2650, there we go. We'll know when Naku draws an actual monster, because that Heart of the Underdog will activate. And Mai is still bricked. What is she hiding in her back row and in her hand? Skull Knight is ripping through Mai Valentine in this final duel. MST will pop that immediate trap card, and he naturally drew Mirror Force, and she popped it. That is a huge pop, but she needs a monster of her own, or she's in trouble. She has Monster Reborn, which could get her one of the monsters in the grave, but that does not help her out of her situation. Alright, Naku, what are you going to do? You finally drew a monster. He drew the Air Eater, which is a very weird monster. Opticlops, that's a better monster. And he summons Opticlops, everybody. And Ancient Rule summons the Air Eater! Just like that, we have a full field, and the damage is coming through. And no traps are activating, which means what I think it does. She just had Fairy's Hand Mirror and Shadow of Eyes. Everybody, the winner is Naku. Mai Valentine is officially dead. As far as we're concerned, Mai Valentine is officially dead. The new character very closely made a comeback in the first and second duel. Well, first duel he lost it barely. Second duel he barely wins it. And third duel he takes it home. So, Naku will be moving forward. Alright, our next 2 competitors to be going at it in our tournament once this thing loads will be Taya Gardner and Yama Yugi. Taya Gardner does appear in Forbidden Memories. Funny enough, she ends up running a card shop, even though you can't buy cards in Forbidden Memories, which is really weird that there are card shops, but there are no places to buy cards. Either way, she works the card shop during the tournament and roots for Yugi. And all of her friends, honestly. But mostly Yugi. Either way, let's see how they do today. Taya's deck is actually pretty decent, all things considered, given that she has a lot of equipped spell support. But we'll see what happens. Yama Yugi's deck, for those of you that are curious, even this old-timey deck, is very strong because of its super powerful spell trap card support. He also has some of the strongest monsters in this time period. His only weakness is that he is known to brick with this deck. However, it's not as common as you would think. He's still a very strong duelist. Either way, let's go ahead and get into game number 1 of Yugi versus Taya. Everyone in chat, let me know. I see Taya for the upset. I see people in chat wanting Taya to win. I finally see a Yugi fan. Okay, there's a Yugi fan. What's in Taya's deck? She actually has a bunch of equipped spells that helps her overpower monsters. Her deck is a lot faster than Yugi's because Yugi's deck has a lot of bricks. He already started with his best card, I'm not going to lie. Gemini Elf is his best monster. And she started with Fairy's Gift, but those equipped spells I was talking about already kick in, and 2100 attack is coming right at the Pharaoh. Will Yami Yugi be okay? He will! His legendary Spellbinding Circle is here. Magical Hats was wasted. What are you wasting? You threw away Magic Cylinder? Why? Burning Lamp? Okay, you could throw away Burning Lamp, but why did you throw away Magic Cylinder? Why'd you throw away Magical Hats? Oh my god. Gemini Elf is back, but it's not strong enough to take on this monster, which could just be used as a wall. Alright. Well, he's got no new monsters to summon, which is not good, but I just saw what he said. Oh my god. He really is the Destiny King. King of Destiny draws. Alright, Taya, you were gonna summon a monster? You're gonna set a monster. Maybe she'll bait him into attacking. And here we go. Appear my strongest monster. He got his Dark Magician, everybody, and with that he could clearly overpower her. But Dark Hole says go to hell. And there goes the Dark Magician that could have overpowered her. He's left wide open now, and she summons another Fairy's Gift along with the Spirit of the Harp. These monsters will clearly blow through his life points. Hey, first bot of the day. First bots of the day. Look at that. Well, bam. Go. Bam. And wabam. Alright, now let's see. His Komori Dragon is not really going to hold her back. I mean, yeah, he's got 1500 attack. Oh, whoa! With all those cards in her hand, she doesn't have a quick... Okay. I don't know why, guys, but she doesn't have another equip spell. He summons his legendary Beaver Warrior, and yes, I'm, like, making a joke. It's not that legendary. But there we go, everybody. Will she draw her one tribute monster? No, she will not. She plays Shining Friendship. And she gives Shining Friendship the Shining Arrow, and that gives it 1600 attack. And just like that, Yugi has fallen behind. He finally used it. With Mere Force, Taya loses everything. She is wide open, and that's it. Celtic Guardian is here, everybody. And so is Beaver Warrior and Komori Dragon. Taya Gardner, it looks like game 1 is not going your way. I mean, there's still a chance that she gets her own craziness, but we'll see. She has Pot of Greed as one of her Destiny draws, and she gets MST to clear out that final trap multiply, and just has a defensive monster. We have a tribute summon. Everyone say hello to the Curse of Dragon. Old school dragon coming through, and Wabaku will save her monster. The Magician of Faith, one of the few effect monsters that you will be seeing today. I am not joking, you are not going to be seeing that many of them. And with that, she gets another Pot of Greed. So maybe she could make a comeback happen. She gets her tribute monster. It's the Dark Witch, everybody. But without an equipped spell, it can't take out the Curse of Dragon. And sadly, she does not have her equipped spells, which means that the Curse of Dragon will now rip through the Dark Witch. And Komori Dragon will rip through Taya's life points. I know she's fighting hard, but this game is not being kind to her. Alright, she has more sets. Nothing wrong with that. She's setting up. And he's got Mystical Elf in attack mode because he needs it for victory. Curse of Dragon blows through another Magician of Faith for another Pot of Greed, but it won't matter because with Mystical Elf, he could totally win the duel right now. And just like that, game number 1 will go to Yama Yugi. Taya, you put up a little bit of a fight, but you just didn't get your equipped spells at the right times. One time you did, but then, you know, Mirror Force is Mirror Force. Alright, these characters don't spoil anything, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you where I find their decks. He's number 18, and she, I believe, is number 30, but we'll see. Oh, wait, nope, Mai is number 30. I messed it up. She is number 23. Gotcha. Alright, game number 2. Forbidden Memories sadly does not have an AI tournament mode. Arturo, you might be new to our stuff. Sorry. We do AI tournaments on Thursdays and Saturdays. And as the game shows, I put Tag Force 3 because Tag Force 7 doesn't exist, but we're playing Tag Force 7 today. So Taya's going to be taking on Yugi. Yugi's going to be going in right now. And he's got himself a Feral Imp, and it's gone immediately due to Trap Hole. But let's see what happens next. Alright, Taya's got some good cards. Okay. Fairy's Gift and a Shining Friendship with a lot of attack points coming through. Yama Yugi might be in some trouble. You've only missed one duel, Mark Gaming. Well, one match, Mark Gaming. Nothing to worry about. One of our new characters knocked out Mai Valentine in a very close 3 games. And Tribute Summoning gets her Dark Witch, and Dark Witch is the strongest card in her deck, but the King of Destiny draws, gets out the Mirror Force, and rips through her. So, sorry, Taya, you're going to need a new strategy. Whereas, this guy's got his Celtic Guardian and his Torike. Of course he's got Torike. That is correct. Everybody, it's a match style today, best of 3. If Yugi wins this, then he'll be done. If Taya wins this, then we're going to game 3. Shining Friendship could easily kill Torike, but it will not be able to take out the Celtic Guardian. She either needs to draw a better monster or more equipped spells. Oh, he got one of his best cards, one of the strongest cards that's going to be in today's tournament, the Summon Skull, but she stalls with Wabaku. Unless she has a Dark Witch in her hand and a Light Palace, she is not going to be able to beat that. Or Shine Palace. And yeah, Summon Skull is going to be a beast. And it puts Yugi on the map, honestly. Alright, Taya, how are you going to deal with this problem? She is forced to just set. She's in a very bad position. Alright, he gets rid of the Tenderness, but he is not attacking with his second monster, which I could only assume is a Stally card. And Tenderness is flipped with a Shine Palace, which is not a good use of Shine Palace. And it is used to attack. Wow. Wow, Taya, I don't know about that one. I like you, Taya, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to your original old cards, they just, yeah. Oh, and Burning Land, that's fun. That's going to do some damage. One of the few burn cards we're going to see today. Although one character today is running a burn deck, so we'll see. Monster Reborn gets her best monster, but without the Shine Palace, it can't stand up. Oh, she was so close. If she just had Shine Palace, she'd be able to stand up to him, but she can't. Magical Hats will protect Mystical Elf, maybe. He gets rid of Multiply, which is a really good spell to choose. And yeah, you don't need your Ritual spell either. Get rid of those. And she attacks. Oh, she found it! And just like that, she finds the Mystical Elf, but why does it matter? Burning Land will continue the burn on both of them, but without the correct spell, it didn't matter. She was so close to having what she needed. She'll lose her monster, but Spirit of the Heart will give her another turn. Maybe she can get something. A Mirror Force? I don't know. Her Destiny draw did not help her out last time. It gave her, like, Pot of Greed. Which honestly did kind of help her out, but it didn't get her exactly what she needed. And Neo the Magical Swordsman will help. And there's a Wabaku. She's not leaving. She's not leaving. She doesn't want to get out of the tournament that quickly. You can't force her out. The burns will hurt, but you cannot force her out. She tribute summons for her boss, the Dark Witch, but the Dark Witch is not strong enough. It can't even beat Gemini Elf. Which is really sad to say out loud, honestly. And Yugi drops decently low, but at the end of the day, his Summon Skull is just too strong. And he gave it a horn, but he's putting it somewhere you wouldn't expect. And just like that, everybody, the duel is over. Yama Yugi will be moving on, and Taya is officially dead. If we're going by Forbidden Memory rules, she is dead. Alright, let's go ahead and move forward. The next duelist in our Forbidden Memories tournament will be Weevil Underwood taking on Maximilian Pegasus. And let me tell you, Pegasus's deck is kind of strange. He still has Toon cards in Toon World. I made sure he still had those, but, you know, he's also got some weird monsters that you might recognize or you might not. And then Weevil obviously was very easy. That was a very easy deck to make. You guys already know Weevil cards. So, we'll see. We'll see. I would say Weevil, because I played his deck in Duelist Kingdom specifically, has a good chance because he actually does have the Cocoon of Evolution as a defensive monster. But Pegasus has some of the strongest monsters in the game, even though they do require a spell card to summon them. Either way, let's start the duel, everybody. Duel number 1 of Weevil versus Pegasus. Looking in chat, I see a lot more Pegasus fans than anything. Honestly, I can understand that, even though he is a little spell card reliant. He could still summon cards without that spell card, but his deck can still brick on him. Weevil Underwood, he's not too I don't think he's bricky at all, and has some pretty decent defensive monsters, but his offense is kind of ass. MST starts the duel, and they pop MST, which is actually good for Pegasus, because he does not want his Toon World getting MST'd. But D-Spell comes through, and Gorgon's Eye does not care about that. Killer Needle is here, though. And Killer Needle goes in on the Jingen Bakudan, which will not get its effect anytime soon. It is dead. Alright, well, Weevil's monster is doing the job. It looks like Maximilian Pegasus is in a bit of trouble. And Gokibori, the super rare card, is here. Alright, he drew his legendary Toon World, but will he actually be able to summon a Toon? He's got his Toon Mermaid, which does count as a special summon. Gorgon's Eye negated her own effect, which was interesting, I guess. I don't understand the play. I honestly don't know why he did that. And Toon Alligator will hold him back, just like that. Pegasus has bought himself some time, and now his girl can attack directly. At the cost of 500 points, of course. Sonic Bird! That's a really good card, because it gets him his ritual spell. But he needs the ritual monster for it to matter. And now they're going in. The girl will attack directly, which does a lot to Weevil's life points, but Pegasus has to take a chunk of himself, and Killer Needle will die to the bird. Of course, birds eat bees. What are you going to do? And sometimes the other way around. If you know what I mean. Alright. Oh! Insect Armor with Laser Cannon is perfect and can destroy the Toon Monster. You definitely don't want to let that Toon Monster stay on the field. So, good job from Weevil. Good monster, you know. Oh, shit! He got it! The Mangaruiran! That's a card we haven't seen in a bit. So, Mangaruiran is here, everybody. A very funny card. And a monster that could do heaps of damage to Weevil's life points. And Pot of Greed might help Pegasus find some more monsters to do damage with, but we'll see. He's going to go ahead and summon the Red Archer Girl before it got Toonized. We're going to get a Monster Reborn to steal Killer Needle, which is a weird choice, but to each their own. And Mangaruiran will most likely go in for a direct attack, but who knows. And just like that, he pays 500, but Weevil pays 22. That's a big chunk, and the basic insect bites the dust. Weevil Underwood is in a lot of danger right now. Hopefully a Destiny draw can help him out. Graceful Charity is a hell of a Destiny draw, especially if you get a good combo. He threw away Fisher, which in this case is understandable. Monster Reborn gets him the Sonic Bird, but that's not going to help you much. And Laser Armor Cannon makes Gokibori have 1700 defense. I guess he's just doing this to clear out Pegasus's field. But Pegasus doesn't care about this. He only cares about his Toon monsters. Those Toon monsters are going to go right behind those cards and attack you directly. And that's exactly what he does. Mangaruiran goes right behind Weevil's monsters, and Weevil will lose next turn, pretty much guaranteed. I bet he wishes he kept that Fisher now. And just like that, going into defense mode doesn't make a damn difference. D-Spell, just as a joke, I guess. And he summons the Crass Clown. Hey, my clown monster. And instead of winning the duel, he wants to show off. And there it is, everybody. This one of the strongest cards in today's tournament, if not the strongest. It's the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. And Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, it takes an extra turn. And there we go. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon attacks directly. Pegasus must pay 5, but Weevil pays with his life. And just like that, everyone, the winner of the first duel will be Pegasus. Weevil's defensive cards can be good, but not against an opponent that just attacks directly. And he kind of wasted his MST. Well, he didn't waste MST. He wasted his D-Spell on a card that wasn't Toon World, because his AI doesn't understand to wait. You need to wait for Toon World, and you need to hit it. Because his non-Toon monsters aren't that crazy. You can deal with Pegasus's regular monsters. His Toon monsters, that's kind of problematic. You don't want to fight those monsters, is all I'm trying to say. Alright, Weevil. Weevil, where are you? There you are. Alright, guys, let's get into game number 2. Toons for the win, that's right. Old school Toon managed to take game 1, but Weevil might be able to pull it around here. Welcome, Anuj. I hope you have fun today. Or a nudge. Hey, Dragon Capture Dart. No dragons allowed, but honestly, Weevil's the one guy in this tournament that doesn't run a random dragon. Alright, and that monster, again, he starts with Jigen Bakudan, and it dies a horrible death. Flying Kamakari 2 makes it super easy to kill. And Pegasus is famous for his bricks, and the brick is here. He might have drawn a bunch of Toon monsters and no world in sight. Alright, at least he got a monster card, but he's got to get some more. Luckily for him, his opponent hasn't gotten much. Hey, it's Dragon Piper, which, funny enough, I think destroys Dragon Capture Jar. Alright, destroyed his own Dragon Capture Jar. And we have a tribute summon. It's the Parrot Dragon, one of the Toons in his deck that don't require Toon World. That is really, really strong in his deck. Weevil's in a little bit of trouble as his strongest cards require time. Fisher! He got his Fisher! And just like that, guess who's wide open? The basic insect is here. It's not going to receive the insect armor with laser cannon, but Pegasus is starting to lose life points. Without these life points, he's going to be in trouble because he needs 1,000 for Toon World, and for most of his Toons, he needs life points just to attack. Pot of Greed was a hell of a top deck. Red Archer Girl is decent, and will get rid of the basic insect. But thanks to the power-up, she's no use against Flying Kamakiri. Flying Kamakiri does its job again. I'm going to guess those other two cards are just Cocoon of Evolutions. The people that have dueled so far, Yami Yugi, Taya, Naku, and Mai Valentine. Alright, Destiny Draw comes through. It's a Monster Reborn, but I don't remember. Oh, Parrot Dragon! I do remember you! Parrot Dragon is back, everybody, and it rips through the monster. How do I keep getting Twitch followers during a YouTube stream? That is super awkward and funny. You know what? Lithiosaurus, thank you so much for following me on Twitch, despite the fact that this is on YouTube. Alright, and he summons his Illusionist Faceless Mage, which is a terrible choice. Oh, wow, his Petite Moth. Over his freaking Parrot Dragon. Alright. Again, no Toon World means no good monsters. Petite Moth dies again without ever being equipped with a Cocoon of Evolution. And Gokibori is here. Gokibori is going to crash with Illusionist Faceless Mage. Again, he wasted his Parrot Dragon, not waiting until later to summon the Mage as a good defensive monster. Which I could agree with if you didn't put it in attack mode, but you put it in attack mode. And it looks like both opponents don't know what to do right now, which I find extremely funny. They're both playing defensive, which just means that Pegasus is buying time until he gets Toon World. Sonic Bird will help, but you do not want to summon Relinquished right now. That is a tip from Cooper. Do not summon it. And Cocoon of Evolution says go to hell. Does he have Toon World? He has 3 Toon Worlds. Doesn't mean he's going to draw it. Although Duel 1, he totally did. And Killer Needle is here just to... Oh! With that equipped spell, Killer Needle is healed to get rid of the bird. Just like I said, sometimes the bees eat the birds. Alright, and we have a D-spell to make sure that Killer Needle isn't too scary. And Toon World is finally here! And it might not be too late, because Manga Ruiran is joining the party, everybody. And now Manga Ruiran can do 3 attacks, which would make Pegasus the winner. And there goes that card. Pegasus, you have 3 attacks in you before you run out of life points. Make them count. Alright, Pegasus with little life points. He's down to 1,200, puts Weevil at 38. Whatever you do, Pegasus, do not mess up. No! And he wastes a turn getting the Toon Blue Eyes, which is good, but the problem is that this gives Weevil time to get MST or D-Spell. But Weevil did not get either of those cards, which means that Pegasus with a... Whoa. We did not need to see Relinquished right now, although I am a fan. Relinquished is coming in and eats a useless monster. I am completely confused by that. And 3,000 damage, which means that... I don't know what's going to happen. Wait a minute, you ate a useless monster. What's going on here? Does that mean he loses? Does he win? Is it a draw? Oh no, D-Spell! D-Spell will kill the Blue Eyes Toon. I warned you about this, Pegasus. And Monster Reborn will bring back a good monster like the Parrot Dragon. But... Wait. Does Relinquish Effect make it so they both lose? Or is this... Who gets hurt first? 1,200 damage and Relinquish 1,200 damage. We have a draw! What the hell? What? What the? Okay, this is like unbelievably rare. In the 90 tournaments I have thrown, this is one of the rarest occurrences you could possibly see. It is not the first time we've ever seen a draw, but it is extremely rare. Which means we have a rematch, everybody. The duels are... Nothing has changed. We just have a rematch. The first duel still goes to Pegasus. Game 2 is null and void. It does not count as a duel. What the... That wasn't what? What happened? I mean, I guess it was a really good thing he summoned Relinquish, because if he didn't, he would have lost the duel, but, like, damn. I didn't think I'd see a draw today. That was not part of the schedule. Either way, we're going to have Pegasus versus Weevil again. Let's see if this works. Best out of 4. Basically best out of 4, yeah. Alright. Graceful Charity kicks in. And Toon World on turn 1 is God tier with 2 Mermaid. Very good start from Maximilian Pegasus. But Fisher will make quick work out of your Mermaid. And the field spell is here to make sure Weevil's monsters actually have good attack points. And with that, he rocks a 2,000 attack point monster on turn 2. Pegasus is in a lot of trouble. And Killer Needle is here, and another buff, making that Kamakari way too strong. And one of my clowns is dead, you jerk, Weevil. How could you? Alright, Pegasus, you're already in Destiny draw range, which is not good, but maybe you'll have something happen that is good. Toon Mermaid will come back, but unless you have more monsters, it won't make a difference, and that's not enough. It's not looking too good for Pegasus right now. Even though he started the duel with, like, literally, he had the best start possible. Dark Rabbit will help him out. Being a beast, it gets buffed by the forest. And Hercules Beetle is here. Fun. Alright, Pegasus, let's see. You did not draw... You needed Toon Summon Skull, to be honest. I'm thinking about, like, oh, what Toon monster can do it. It would be Toon Summon Skull. And the Dark Rabbit will bite the dust. But the Red Archery Girl will bite the dust. And Pegasus is 1 turn away from death. He is literally just getting overpowered by an aggressive... Oh, God. Even with the Toon World, Pegasus loses game number 2. As far as I'm concerned, that was game number 2. And with that, we're going into our first ever... Okay, screw it. We're going into game 4. We're going into game 4 in a best of 3, which makes no sense, but that's how this is working today. Game 4 of a best of 3, everybody. Right. Everyone was making fun of Weevil. Everybody was voting for Pegasus, and then suddenly Weevil was like, well, screw you guys. Did you forget I'm also a champion? Alright, where are you, Pegasus? There you are. And here we go, everybody. It's time for game number 4, which is supposed to be game number 3, but what are we going to do? That is correct. Today is match style, best 2 out of 3. But a tie happened, which we've not really seen in a very long time. MST was used pretty early, which lucky him. Alright, and Field Spell is there. Flying Kamakiri comes through, and it's already buffed. He's doing it again. Oh my god! He could take out a Toon Summon Skull! He has 2,700 attack points, and that is not good for Pegasus. Pegasus does have Sonic Bird, but what does it matter unless you actually started with your Ritual Monster? And he did not. That means Weevil's in complete control of the duel. Once again. The Field Spell, 2 equipped spells, and a monster that can take out even a Summoned Skull. This is how Weevil wins tournaments, everybody. And Pegasus, all he could do is stall and pray that he draws his Ritual Monster. And another equipped spell! He has 3,400 attack! The clown is dead, and the big insect is going in. Alright, Pegasus, you seriously, no joke, need to get yourself a good card. Graceful Charity might be good depending on what you throw away. And he didn't have anything. Even the cards he threw away were probably the right cards to throw away, but he drew nothing. And just like that, Pegasus is 1 turn away from death. This could be it, everybody. The final draw. If he draws Relinquished, he stands a chance. If he does not draw Relinquished, this duel is officially over. Heart of the cards from Maximilian Pegasus, and he draws nothing. This man is going to leave our tournament. Weevil is done being made fun of and takes out the creator of card games. Officially, Pegasus is dead. And just like that, Pegasus leaves us forever. Goodbye, Pegasus. And with that, another Millennium item has been obtained. The next duel will be between a new character and Rex Raptor. Rex Raptor will be taking on High Priest Seto. And that means that we're going to be seeing Seto Kaiba in Priest form, which is him in Forbidden Memories. Funny enough, he has 2 versions of himself in Forbidden Memories. Him in the future and him in the past. So, we shall see how this goes. Pegasus did really good in duel number 1, but the duel number 2, he definitely misplayed by summoning Blue Eyes. He could have just won the duel if he just attacked. Alright. Let's see. I believe the cards he discarded were not relinquished. The cards he discarded was Red Archery Girl and Illusionist Faceless Mage. Those were the cards I saw him discard. Alright. Sorry, I'm just looking for Rex's deck. It's been a while since we've seen this guy. Alright guys, so today's characters are both made up. We're going to have Rex Raptor taking on Priest Seto. Let's get it going. I'm going to have Priest Seto's face already in motion because I have to go find Rex's face. There we go. The Raptor and him. Let's go. Alright, Rex Raptor starts off with a basic set pass. Priest Seto is going to go in with Vorse Raider. Yep, that's a busted card in this tournament. Urubi will easily be destroyed. MST will destroy that card though, and he lost Polymerization, which is actually something Priest Seto needs in this game. And Fisher gets rid of the Vorse Raider, and his ace monster is here. Everybody, say hello to the 2-headed King Rex, which back in the day was a pretty decent beater monster. Although Priest Seto has all of the better beater monsters, so what are you going to do? King of the Swamp will get him a new Poly because he already lost one. We'll see what he does with it. And he summons another Vorse Raider, so who cares? Rex Raptor is in a little bit of trouble. He's going to set a card, but I don't think he has any effect monsters that can do anything here. Legend the Mystical Genie! Oh god! Rex has Serpent Knight Dragon and Red Eyes in this deck, but he doesn't have the means of summoning it when the field is this stacked against him. And Priest Seto is wrecking the opponent with Rui-Kishin powered Vorse Raider and Legend all at the same time. It is looking really bad to be a Rex Raptor fan right now. Weevil managed to make it to round 2, but it doesn't look like Rex is going to share in his good fortune. Alright, Rex gets Graceful Charity, and he's got to hope he gets something good. He's got Pot of... Wow, good combo. And he's got Crawling Dragon number 2 with raised body heat, which makes it the same attack as Vorse Raider. Which means unless he has a trap card, he's about to lose the duel. He has 2 trap cards. Literally, though, the duel is still in Kaiba's hands. And we have a tribute. Say hello to Sword Stalker. And Sword Stalker is going in, and Reinforcements is coming out. With that, he defeats the tribute monster and keeps himself in the duel. Heart of the Underdog will help Seto not break. Wait, does he have 2? Is he going in with 2? No, he's trading for nothing. He left himself wide open. And this is for game. He has Ushioni, but that doesn't matter. He's got... That would do it. Mystic Horseman would do it. And Ancient Rules brings out the Ushioni. And the Ushioni is going in for damage. The duel is over. Game number 1 goes to Seto, our newest character. Now, I'm actually going to leave the faces floating, and you guys are just going to have to put up with it for a second. There we go. As I set up duel number 2. I feel like it'll just be easier if I leave the faces floating. Rex has still got some good cards. He has some good combos, but his opponent has a lot better beaters than him. Because Rex is known for being a beater guy compared to the weaker people. But his opponent just happens to be the best of the beaters. So, it's not a good matchup. It is really just not a good matchup for him. Either way, he could still win this. As we saw, Weevil made a crazy comeback, so don't count out Rex Raptor. How will Seto fight Seto? I don't know, but I feel like people are used to fighting themselves. That's an everyday challenge we all face, so it could happen in my tournaments. In fact, it has happened before. Alright, duel number 2 is underway, everybody. Let's get it going. If Rex Raptor loses this duel, he's out of the tournament, but Seto does not always get those cards he started with last time. This time he gets Legion, which is also one of the best beaters, but Trap Hole gets rid of it. And Ancient Rules on main phase 1 gets him a Sword Stalker, and Sword Stalker will rip through Urubi. Heart of the Underdog to keep his hand healthy, not bad. Quite a bit of mirror, but don't worry, there's plenty more to come. And Rui Kishin is gone, but it does not matter. Rex did discard his field spell, and Skill Drain does not, it's not a bad card, but it's not going to be that important in this tournament. There are very few, and he's got his field spell, but does he have a monster? No, he does not. And Vorse Raider was just drawn, so we already know that 3,900 damage is coming. Rex Raptor, you are literally fighting for your life. I think the best way to fight for your life is to draw a goddamn monster card. Okay, he draws a monster card, but does he have actual, oh, Heart of the Underdog, it's a Mystic Horseman. Heart of the Underdog, it's a Legion. Uh-oh. A Legion would be a lot scarier. And the little D is dead. Rex Raptor will have very little life points left, and he's got to hope for a damn good Destiny draw. Remember, all characters have about 3 different Destiny draws. If I make them anyway. If I don't make them, they have a lot of different ones. Alright, Destiny draw comes through, and it will be a Monster Reborn, which is anything in the grave. His Mega Zowler! Mega Zowler with the buff is strong enough to take out the Sword Stalker. He's rocking 2,300 attack. Okay, Rex is actually in a position where he can win this duel. The man who has the best beaters is now being beat up. But Dark Hole says go to hell. And after that comes the Mystic Horseman. Rex Raptor didn't even get any time to shine. He got his Mega Zowler, he buffed it, but then just got eliminated. Just like that, Seto, our newest character, will be moving forward. Alright, I'm sorry to say, everybody. I know. It's a sad sight. It's a sad sight. Rex Raptor got completely outmatched. But it's not over yet. Weevil Underwood, if there's gonna be characters that we care about that are weaker, Weevil Underwood is still here. The next duel is going at it. Both of them are 2 of the best beaters in the game. We have Bandit Keith versus Seto Kaiba. Honestly, it's just gonna be a race to see who gets their better beater out first. Alright. Bandit Keith and Seto Kaiba both have really, really strong cards. And honestly, Bandit Keith's strongest card is sadly harder to summon than, you know, Kaiba's. Because Kaiba can pull off a Blue Eyes not too hard. But Bandit Keith pulling off a Metal Zoa, that's going to take some work. Like, literally, that's going to take some real work. But we'll see. Maybe Bandit Keith will surprise us. He was always known for having a pretty damn good deck and has been performing really well in our tournaments as of late. Alright. Just give me a little extra time. I gotta find these characters. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Bandit Keith doesn't exist. I had to make Bandit Keith exist. Stupid game. Very dumb. Why isn't everyone running Meteor B Dragon? Because do you know how bad their decks would be if they all ran Meteor B Dragon? You know how bad their decks would be if they had to run Meteor Dragon and Red Eyes? Granted, there are people running that thing today, and there are going to be more of them, but that card is terrible. It's only good in, like, new Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's easier to summon, but in Forbidden Memories where it's not so much. I'm having a great day, Eric, but thank you for showing up today. Alright. I'm all ready to start the duel. Thank you all for your patience. I need a little extra time because these characters are a bit harder to find, but here we go. It's going to be Bandit Keith versus Seto Kaiba. Bandit Keith does not exist in the game, but don't worry, we have a face for him, as we've had for many, many tournaments now. Alright, chat, I see a lot of Kaiba fans, but does anyone here believe in Bandit Keith? And D-Spell comes in and does not work on Time Machine, one of Bandit Keith's better cards. And he starts off with Legend, a card we've already seen like in the last duel, which kind of dominated the last duel. And Bandit Keith protects his card, but does not tribute summon. Instead, he summons Overdrive, one of his better machine monsters. However, it will get Shadow Spell, which is basically Kaiba's better spellbinding circle. And Kishin Power comes in, which would normally be tied with Overdrive, but thanks to Shadow Spell, easily gets destroyed. And we have a Tribute set! Ah, yes, Bandit Keith. How can I forget that you also have just Tribute set monsters? And we have Sword Stalker, we just saw you. The Gatekeeper will die, but Time Machine will revive it. So Gatekeeper is here, everybody. This is an old school card from Bandit Keith. A lot better in older Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you could actually just play it and you didn't have to Tribute summon it, but what are you going to do? MST comes through and destroys another Time Machine. And Kishin Power's here. It's a shame he didn't draw one of his 7 completed. 7 completed, he would have had a better time. Would a Duels of the Roses tournament be possible? I'm sure everything is possible. Although one character from Duels of the Roses I probably can't use because their name is super inappropriate. And I do not want to get put on a government list. In fact, one of the characters that was supposed to be in this tournament, I honestly just did not put them in the tournament simply because I did not want to be put on a government list. Their name is very inappropriate, but not inappropriate. It's just linked with something now inappropriate. Alright, Monster Reborn, there goes Lejin, and Lejin is going in, but no damage. Oh my god, he got negate attack. And just like that, Bandit Keith is left wide open. Sword Stalker's gonna rip through. Oh crap! Everybody say hello to the boss monster, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. One of the strongest cards in today's tournament. Giganto is dead, and so is Bandit Keith. Game number 1. Oh no, there are effect monsters in this tournament. Game number 1 is over. Barrel Dragon's in this tournament. Metal Zoe is in this tournament. We saw Magician of Faith earlier. We saw Kaizijin earlier. Oh, there are definitely effect monsters. They're just a little rarer. Ignore the floating face. It's going to stay there for a second. But there will be more. But this is going to be a lot more normal monsters, given that Forbidden Memories was all normal monsters. There were no effect monsters. I know. So many effect monsters. I know I'm going against what Forbidden Memories is all about. I do it for the chat. I do it for the fans, though, because I know they do not want to see an only normal monsters tournament. You got to throw in 1 or 2 effects, just in case. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into game 2. Alright, Bandit starts off basic set pass. And Lejin again is here. But this time Lejin's going to rip through ground attack Bergroth, and that's going to put Bandit Keith in a bad situation. Bandit Keith's going to summon his Brave Scissor and is going to put in attack mode for what reason? Bandit Keith, would you like to explain your actions? I don't think Bandit Keith is going to explain his actions, everybody. And Bandit Keith has Bridge, which his deck is popular for because he uses a bunch of useless level 5, 7, 8 monsters. And it looks like Seto Kaiba wants to end the duel immediately. Oh, there, look, Effect Monster. I don't care what anybody says. There's one right there. There's an Effect Monster. And that Effect Monster is about to end this duel. And just like that, Bandit Keith is out of the tournament super quickly. He could not match up to Kaiba's speed and power. That's true, Exodia's head. You're right, Jared. When you're right, you're right. Alright, well guys, let's go ahead and move Seto Kaiba forward. The next duelist going at it is a new duelist, everybody. We have Joey Wheeler versus Sebek. Sebek is one of the Imperial Guards in Forbidden Memories that protects Haitian. One of Haitian's personal guards is here to fight Joey Wheeler. And now, Haitian's other personal guard, Naku, already knocked out Mai Valentine in a very close best of 3. And I do mean extremely close. So, will this one be just as close, or will Sebek simply get rid of Joey? And then it'll only be Imperial Guard, new characters in the future. Haitian is the final, well, not the final boss, ever. Haitian is one of the bosses in Forbidden Memories. He's one of the bosses in Duels of the Roses, Dark Duel Stories, and of course, Falsebound Kingdom. You might recognize him when you see his face. When it's his turn to duel, you'll probably recognize him. Alright. Almost got this, guys. Whenever they're a new character, I gotta find their deck again. Sebek is deck number 119, of course. Of course. Alright, let's get it started. Joey versus Sebek. For those of you that are curious, Sebek is the guard that uses, or that wears the helmet green. The alligator helmet. Joey versus the new guy. Let's see what happens. I know, right? Simon is kind of a normal name, isn't it? Simon is actually, what's his name? Oh, God. Simon is your mentor and the guy who protects you, the prince, in the Forbidden Memories game. He also helps you out in Falsebound Kingdom. And he's a duelist in actually many other games. Ancient Rules on turn 2 is a pretty bad play, but Ushioni is here. Yeah, I never understood why the AI doesn't know how to use spell cards on main phase 1. Elegant Egotist, Monster Reborn, and obviously Ancient Rules, they just use it on main phase 2. And Masaki is gone. And Lejin is at 2,000 attack. And we have a double tribute. Everybody say hello to Zoa. This is one of his strongest cards. Zoa is one of the strongest cards in his deck. And goodbye, Armored Lizard. Yes, Ashizu's past self, a character that is actually pretty cool. You know, I like that she's kind of mean in some of the other games, but because of her name, I simply can't add her to the tournaments. The other two monsters were stronger, Encore, but what are you going to do? The AI wants Big Monster, and Zoa is Big Monster. Joey Wheeler's the one you should be worried about. This guy's getting his butt kicked. Joey play. Oh God, don't do it, Joey. You always get people's hopes up and then just fail. You always do this to people. Why must you do this? And with this, the Ushioni is coming back. Joey Wheeler is wide open for 2 attacks. And with a Metal Morph. Wow, you could summon Metal Zoa, you coward. And just like that, he does have Metal Zoa, by the way. Joey Wheeler loses game number 1. Now, due to spoilers, I'm going to have to hide the menus when I pick the decks again, so give me a second. Joey may lose game number 1, but there's always game number 2, game number 3, whatever it takes. Just give Joey more chances. He'll come back. I just know it. Granted, yes, Joey has never won a tournament and has always let us down. The best he's ever done is 2nd place twice. But what are you going to do? Sometimes the characters you love will let you down. And the sooner you guys can accept that, the sooner... I'm joking. I'm the one that has to accept it, and I can't. I'll never move on. Is anyone running Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon? 2 characters in this tournament are running Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And trust me, you'll see it a lot more later. Just not today. Joey the risk taker. Yep, but when you're actually using luck, it falls apart. Sometimes we get to see his luck actually work and he makes it to like a world tournament. But sometimes it just does what we just saw and he gets his butt kicked. Ignore the floating face. It's gone. Don't worry about it. How long have I been doing tournaments? I've been doing it for about a year now. We have about 90 tournaments on my channel. This tournament will be added to a playlist of tournaments that are on my YouTube channel. We do tournaments every Thursday at 2 p.m., 12 p.m. sometimes, and then we do them every Saturday on Twitch. But the Twitch streams are also put on YouTube later on. The character's name that can't be said will be spelled in front of all of you. I-S-I-S. And Skill Drain makes it so any effect monsters such as the Time Wizard are now useless, and Joey just has to find a way to overpower. This is number 88. Goddamn. 88 tournaments, everybody. If Joey can't overpower his opponent, he's just going to be put into the dirt. At least oh, baby dragon, no! At least Mai Valentine put up a fight. It looks like Joey's just getting wrecked by Sebek. Mai Valentine made it a very close game 3. Alright, Destiny Draw coming through, and Joey Wheeler gets Monster Reborn, which couldn't even matter at this point. Koji Kosi is too weak. Do you have a tribute? You do have a tribute. And it's Lava Battle. Wow. That's it. It doesn't even get its effect, if it could get it. And everyone, it's Zoa again. Joey Wheeler just gets wrecked. Oh my god. I love it. I don't know why I love this guy. I don't know why. And the new character, Sebek, rips through our partner, Joey. And just like that, the new characters are dominating this series. Looking at it, the only new characters that haven't made it are about to fight each other, so they're guaranteed to make it. Which means every new character made it. Alright, Sebek, go ahead. The next one is Shoddy versus Yami Bakura. Alright, Shoddy and Yami Bakura. Interesting duelists here, actually. What do you guys like more? Do you guys like Bakura more, or do you guys like Shoddy more? Shoddy is another person using the Millennium Items. Shoddy's deck is number 108. Jesus Christ. Way too many tournaments under my belt. The real Slim Shoddy. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're on a list now. I'm putting you on a list. This is going to be a weird one, yes. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get things started. Let's go. It's going to be Bakura versus Shoddy. Let's get it started right now. Now, let me go find Shoddy real quick. Crap, I can't find Shoddy's face. Give me time. He's here somewhere. Wabam. Alright, Yami Bakura starts the duel with a basic. Holy crap, Chain Energy. Oh, yes, Bakura is the burn deck user of this tournament. And Chain Energy is going to cost Shoddy every card. Chain Energy will also cost Bakura some cards. Morphing Jar, oh god. Morphing Jar throws away a couple cards here and there. Chain Energy activates again for Tremendous Fire, oh god. And Magic Jammer says, screw your fire. Chain Energy again must be okay. The cost is getting kind of high. Bakura summons himself, Bakura. You know, if you remember the show. And he goes in with a black pendant. The Ancient Jar dies and the Morphing Jar goes in. And double Chain Energy. This is going to be the worst. Every card costs 1,000 to play. Alright, the first 1,000 life points will be spent, and the next 1,000 life points will be spent. For both characters, it costs 1,000 points to do anything. And chain energy, what do you want to do? He summons himself a white magical hat. Another card he used against you. Oh, crap! The ancient lamp gets the white magical hat out of here. It's funny how close the life points are, despite the fact that chain energy is just going to make it not so close very soon. And we have the ancient lizard, but it's gone. Trap Hole says go to hell. And putting the ancient lamp in attack mode is not a play I'd agree with, but whatever. Alright. Goodbye to your monster. Obviously, Bakura does not want to play any more cards. Doesn't want to drop himself too... Nope, he plays more cards. What is he doing? He drops himself decently low, and now it's all up to Shoddy to find out a way to come back. He literally can only play like 2 cards. Alright, the last 2 cards he can play. The first one's Graceful Charity. After this, he can only play 1 card. And the final card he decides to play is a monster. After this, Shoddy can no longer play Yu-Gi-Oh! Man-Eater Bug comes through, destroys the only monster, which was Ancient Lamp, and any attack will win Bakura the duel, except he's wasting life points with Graceful Charity. And he's wasting life points with what I guess is going to be a monster. Nope, MST. Oh, not a waste, actually. Oh, Black Pendant. Oh, crap, Bakura almost dies. And the winner of duel number 1. Alright. I have no clue when I'm going to be reconnected, but let's see. Am I back? Am I back yet? Anybody? I guess I'll find out. Okay, can people hear me? Can you see me? That's the real question. Can anybody see me? Alright, thank God. Okay, yeah. The power in my... literally everywhere just went off for like a full second. And because it was a full second, I lost everything. Okay, well, we all know Shoddy lost game number 1. Yami Bakura takes game number 1. Sorry for that. Literally, really silly. The freaking stream died because of a power outage. That's really rare. I mean, granted, I live in California, so power outages are pretty common, but I'm pretty lucky at avoiding them until today. So I guess we're just going to have to live with the fact that I got hit by one. So let's go ahead and get game number 2 started. Just give me time to get it onto the screen. Alright, thank you all for your patience, and I'm sorry again that happened. That was definitely not part of the deal. I paid my bills 100%. All my bills are paid. That power outage was all around, trust me. You live in California, you get used to them. So let's go ahead and get started with game number 2. Bakura versus Shoddy. So, again, my bad. What are you going to do? Life is life. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's get this started with Shoddy versus Bakura. And Shoddy's going to just have a basic set, and Bakura has D-Spell to check out. Oh, he hit Black Pendant. Granted, I think he still takes the 500 burn, but yeah, that was pretty good. And we have an Ancient Lizard coming through. And there we go. Man-Eater Bug dies, but who cares at the end of that? Monster Reborn comes through for Ancient Lizard. Yep. Weird choice, but Bakura doesn't really have good beaters back in the day. And Just Desserts will do a very small amount of burn. Should have done that when he still had 2 monsters. Alright, next we're going to have a set. It looks like Ancient Lizard's a little too strong for the opponent. Graceful Charity might help out Bakura quite a bit. Bakura gets himself a Black Pendant. And with that, he could easily destroy some of these cards. Now you use Just Desserts at a decent cards. At a decent time, I mean. There's 1,000 burn. So far, Shoddy's holding on pretty strong, but he's not drawing any of his better cards. He needs to get out some of his boss cards. Let's see what happens. We have a Tribute Summon. We have the Millennium Scorpion. This is one of his boss cards because it's just going to keep getting stronger. In other words, Bakura will never overpower this monster and has to find a way to kill it or burn his opponent before he dies. Nope. Alright. I am getting a little tired of this bullcrap. I don't know who's living in my area and who's using up all the juice, but look, electricity bills are expensive, and if you're not even going to give me the electricity, you're in trouble. So I am back again. I'm getting a little tired of this crap, and it better work this time, but give me a second. So, oh yeah, look at this. I got to restore this just because I lost all of the things. Okay. And there we go. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry. Thank you for your patience once again. Yada, yada. Screw this crap. Let's get into duel number 2. That second duel, it's a scrub. It never happened. Yada, yada. Let's go ahead and try again. But this time, for the love of God, do you not dare crash. Okay, if the power goes out again, I am going to go find my power company, and I'm going to have very, very quick words with them. Just words. Just words. You will not want to hear these words, so make sure it doesn't go down again. Alright, I am just about ready to go. Alright, game number 2 is just about ready to go. Thank you all for your patience. I am sorry. 2 power outages in a row is really crappy. That means something is struggling in this area, but let's try it again. Let's get it going. Stream's back in. Let's go. Shoddy's face will be found. In a second. I think. The hell is Shoddy's face again? There it is. Alright. Here we go, everybody. We are back, and I hope you guys can actually hear and see me. Can everybody hear and see me? The stream is officially back, right? It's not dead? It's not dead? I hope it's not dead. Oh, God. I hope I did not start this duel when it was dead. I can't stop duels. And just like that, we have a tie. White Magical Hat cannot destroy the Treat of Enlightenment. Okay, thank God I'm still here. Ancient Rules will allow him to summon his Millennium Shield. And a Tribute Summon gives him the Millennium Scorpion, putting Bakura in a terrible spot. Bakura loses 500 life points, but so does Shoddy. And Millennium Scorpion now has 2,500 attack. Hey there, everybody. Happy that you guys can hear me, and I hope you guys are ready for duel number 2. Graceful Charity kicks in and throws away 2 cards that he probably couldn't use anyway. And Many-Ear Bug may die, but it's taking the Scorpion with it. A bunch of insect monsters with effects in this tournament. And we have White Magical Hat again, but there's no way in hell it can beat that shield. He needs to draw Fisher. Ancient Rules kicks in again, but what are we summoning this time? It's Sengenjin! This is Shoddy's boss monster, everybody. The strongest of the Millennium item users. The strongest of the Millenniums. Sengenjin, an unstoppable savage that carries Millennium items. That's right, everyone. And with this, Bakura is in so much trouble. Electric Lizard is dead, but it will stop the opponent from attacking on the following turn. Black Pendant will be used, making Sengenjin even stronger than the Blue Eyes White Dragon. He doesn't have to get over the shield, he uses Fisher on the shield. Sengenjin dies to, let's say, Many-Ear Bug. Trap Hole gets rid of Ancient Lizard. 7 Tool says, screw that. It looks like Shoddy is now getting did Shoddy literally cut off my power? Just so that he could magically get a duel where he's winning? Because if he did, I'm calling some bullshit on this one. And Chain Energy might come a little too late. Honestly, it might work against you now, Bakura. Yeah, you're the one that needs... Oh, wait, Trap. Okay, if you get Just Desserts, okay. There's an idea behind that. You could try to burn your opponent before you die by battle. I don't think it's good odds, because it'll cost you 1,000 life points to play a monster and that trap. Okay, it looks like this duel is as good as over, folks. The loser is obviously going to be Bakura. In one attack, Bakura is going down. Bakura's boss monsters did not exist in this time period, so no. And Pot of Greed is a waste of life points, but hell, what are you going to do? And you don't need to play... You already won the duel. You don't need to play anything else. You have all your Millennium cards. One attack from Sengenjin ends this duel. And game number 2 goes to Shoddy, but I'm calling bullshit. All of those power outages were just for Shoddy, I have to assume. Alright, let me go ahead and set up game number 3, everyone. It's been a while since we got to go to game 3, so maybe we can get a good one out of these characters. Alright, Shoddy. And Bakura. So yeah, if Bakura starts the duel with his chain energy and some burn cards, he actually has a great chance of winning. But if his opponent gets Sengenjin, literally the boss monster of his deck, there's no way he can win. Sengenjin is just way too strong. 2750 attack. That's one of the strongest cards you're going to see in today's tournament. I know we've already seen Blue Eyes and Tomb Blue Eyes, but that's about as strong as it gets. Let's see. Bakura, there he is. Okay. This is for all the marbles, everybody. The winner moves forward and the loser is a loser. And dies, according to Forbidden Memory rules. According to Forbidden Memory rules, the loser is dead. Alright, the duel has begun. 1,000 burn will be dealt, but 500 will be dealt back. So, Bakura did his damage. Ancient rules already special. And he already got his boss. Shoddy has his boss monster, has the Ancient Lizard, and luckily Mandir Bug can defeat the Sengenjin. There's that. But he takes 1,400 damage, which is a lot. And it looks like he's got nothing else. So, Bakura needs some extra time. And Mandir Bug number 2 takes out the Ancient Lizard. Looks like both of our opponents here are not doing much. White Magical Hat is finally joining us, but he's not willing to attack with it. And Millennium Scorpion is back, everybody, which means White Magical Hat pays the price. And it's going to keep getting stronger. It looks like Bakura fans are in trouble. MST targets Just Desserts, but Just Desserts... Wow! Why would you 7 tools when Just Desserts literally will do less damage than the 7 tools it takes to act... Oh my god. Alright, screw it. It happened. Who cares? Morphic Jar comes through, which could definitely help out our friend here because he needs a new hand. Although he also might have helped out the enemy by giving them a new hand. Black Pendant puts Scorpion at 3,500 attack. Holy crap. Shoddy is super strong. But Tremendous Fire will do a little bit of burn, so it's a race to the bottom. But it looks like Shoddy's going to win that race any day of the week. But Chain Energy will make it cost... Okay. This could go either way now. Mandir Bug is going in. Oh, wait, no. Mandir Bug is going to kill him. All of the Mandir Bugs are gone. Bakura can no longer rely on Mandir Bug. Chain Energy will cost him. And there we go. Chain Energy will cost Bakura, and there we go. No more Man-Eater Bugs. So if he gets another Millennium Monster, he's going to need to find a different way to kill it. And Millennium Golem is here, everybody. And Mask of Darkness will get back the Just Desserts for burn. But it looks like Bakura is the one who's losing in life points right now. So he's going to need a lot more than 500 burn when Chain Energy... Oh, he got Fisher. Does he have a monster? He has a monster, everybody. That monster is Lady of Faith, which is sadly one of his strongest cards, and it's gone. Bakura is almost out of life points. And honestly, this looks like Shoddy's duel to win. Alright, he plays Ancient Rules to special summon from his hand Millennium Shield, which is not going to help him. And he loses a lot of life points to play 2 cards. Chain Energy again. Bakura does that to play Happy Lover unironically in attack mode and give it a Black Pendant. And he's getting himself a little... Okay! That Happy Lover has a good amount of attack now. 1,800 beater. But what's the point when it can't even defeat the opponent? This is literally a race to the bottom, and they're both losing it. Neither player is using their life points very sparingly. What is this? I don't know who's going to win because I don't know which one of them is going to accidentally burn themselves. Chain Energy again, and that's it. If Bakura could just find a way to kill Happy Lover, he would win the duel. Literally, all he has to do is kill his Happy Lover. Okay, wait, now he just has to activate Just Desserts, and there we go! Bakura is your winner, and will be moving forward in the tournament. All of the Millennium items Shoddy had are gone, and he is a dead man. This is a match tournament. That is correct. A tournament full of matches. And this match has been won by Yami Bakura. It is time for our final 2 opponents to go at, our characters to go at it. They are both new. The boss of this tournament, Heishin, will be taking on the other new character, Simon Moran. And I would like to warn you all again, for those of you that actually care about betting on characters, even though there's no money involved in this thing, especially, not even fake money. Simon has the worst deck I've ever created. I looked through his deck in the games, and he has the worst deck I've ever created. Like, literally the worst. I don't think it can get any worse. Haitian, on the other hand, has a decent deck. I can't say good because, you know, all these newer cards exist, but in this tournament, I would say it's pretty damn good. This tournament specifically. But we'll see. We'll see. Simon versus good old Haitian. So, let's get the duel started. Don't worry, I'm going to put on their faces right now. Simon's face will go on early, and Haitian's face is right there. And there we go, everybody. These two are going at it. And Battle Locks will start the duel, but Skill Drain is coming through. But Skill Drain doesn't exactly matter. It has some use in other tournaments, but in this tournament, not so much. Worse than the Dynasty decks, yes. Battle Warrior has died, and Axe Raider goes through and destroys... Oh, God. Simon's life points are in trouble. I warned you about Simon, though. As you can see, though, Simon does have one thing going for him. He has 10 goddamn fusion cards. The odds of him summoning said fusion cards is very low, but he has them. And Axe Raider is here again. Mountain Warrior is dead. And Simon is one turn away from death himself. He's going to need a damn good Destiny draw to get back into this duel. And Pot of Greed comes through, and let's see what happens. Pot of Greed gets him Premature Burial, which could help with a Tribute Monster, maybe. Let's see. And he sets a card. Yep, that's not good. He has some bad fusions, but he also has some really good fusions. And Graceful Charity comes through. And Monster Reborn comes through. Yeah, Simon you're just dead. Alright, and Premature, okay. And the opponent has summoned 5 monsters, and one's a Battle Steer. Battle Steer is a card, funny enough, he used in Duels of the Roses. Just like that, Simon loses duel number 1. Honestly, Haitian summoning 5 monsters was a little unexpected. 5 monsters in this old Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not what you expect to see. This isn't Rush Duels, for crying out loud. Alright, let me go ahead and get the duel number 2 started. Almost ready. Alright, and let's go ahead and get started with duel number 2. Thank you all for your patience, and let's go. Round 1 will be over if Simon can't pull off one of his better monsters, including one of his better fusions. And Heart of the Underdog. That's a card Simon desperately... Oh, he's got 2! Okay, maybe Simon stands a chance in this duel. But let's see if Haitian is going to... Oh, nope, he started with Ancient Rules. And he has Blue Eyes. Yep. Yep. Hey! He started with Mirror Force! Blue Eyes is dead! Haitian had Warriors in Duelist of the Roses. This tournament is Forbidden Memories just for the characters alone. The decks are everything they've used in the games. Although I'll say Blue Eyes is from Forbidden Memories. And just like that, Mystical Elf holds back the Silver Fang. Monster Reborn comes through. Oh, if there was Forbidden Memories music, that'd be freaking awesome. And Summon Skull is here, everybody. Summon Skull and Blue Eyes standing side by side. Mirror Force has already been used. This duel is as good as over. Let's see if he gets lucky. He did not top deck anything that could save him. He Premature Burials Silver Fang. And I don't think that's a good sign. Graceful Charity comes through, and Graceful Charity will do about nothing. You have one turn, Grandpa. You guys like this Summon Skull art? Well, so does Haitian. And the Destiny draw comes through. It's a Pot of Greed. I don't think 2 cards is enough to save you. Monster Reborn, if there was a good monster in your opponent's graveyard, but he already got it back, it was the freaking Blue Eyes. However, with 2 monsters to defend yourself, if he doesn't draw a 3rd, you actually have this. Yeah, you have another turn. Alright, so maybe now you can Heart of the Underdog your way back into this duel. Let's see if you get lucky. Heart of the Underdog, Heart of the Underdog. Alright, Heart of the Underdog. Heart of the Underdog. Alright, Heart of the Underdog. Yeah, he's got him. Heart of the Underdog. And Harpy's Feather Duster. And try white, why not? Maybe you can get something good out of this. Anything else? You know what? He built a wall, everybody. A wall of defense. Simon is just trying to buy time. Mystical Elf, a card he used in Falsebound Kingdom, funnily enough. And there we go. And there we go. Next turn, this duel is as good as over. Heart of the Underdog. Oh, look, it's One-Eyed Shield Dragon. That card actually has decent defense for his deck anyway. Oh, King of the Swamp. All right, maybe we'll get to see a good fusion. Come on, game. Give us one good fusion. That hand's too big to not use poly. Okay, we have a polymerization, everybody. And the fusion we're going to see is not going to be a good one. It's an okay one. It's going to be practical. Or practical. Whatever the name is, it's over. You know what? Maybe it's not over. Maybe the opponent will be willing to attack with Mystical Elf. And we have a Tribute Summon for Judge Man. Yep. That's more of a card he used in Duels to the Roses. Firegrass is gone and the Skull Servant's gone. And do not get your hopes up for King of the Skull Servant. No, that does not. It's not going to happen. Flame Viper. Oh. Flame Viper. I don't think you have anything else, old man. His sad thing is Practical was one of his better fusions. It's not his best fusion, but it was one of his better ones. And Blue Eyes ends the duel. Alright, all of the wimpy duelists have been knocked out of the tournament. The boss Haitian will be moving forward. And now we can get into the good duelists. It's time. Haitian will be taking on Yami Bakura. Sebek will be taking on Seto Kaiba. Priest Seto will be taking on Weevil Underwood. And Naku of the Imperial Guards is about to take on Yami Yugi. Give me 1 second, everybody. So, Naku, the strongest guard that protects Haitian, is going to be taking on the King of Games. Who do you guys think will win? Naku took out Mai Valentine in a very close duel. But honestly, anything could happen, so I don't want to get people's hopes up. Or do you think the King of Games will protect his title and go strong? It would be funny if just a random Imperial Guard was just like, nope, I'm going to win the tournament. Like, not even Haitian, it's just him. That would actually be funny. Alright, let's go ahead and get this duel started. Thank you all for your patience, and let's go. Naku versus Yugi. Duel! Naku starts the duel, or Yugi starts the duel with a set pass. Naku starts the duel with an Opticlops. Opticlops goes in and hits the Sangam, which is perfect for Yugi. Gets him his Giant Soldier of Stone, which could easily hold back Opticlops. Angel Rules on main phase 2 because the AI was not programmed correctly. Air Eater is now on the field, which could easily destroy a Giant Soldier of Stone. Yugi sets a card, but does not have any spells or traps to help himself. That's a shame, Ghost Wolf, but we're happy to have you here now. And Air Eater comes through, skill drain to make sure no more effects activate. But Winged Dragon Gardner, the Fortress number 1, is dead. Opticlops and the Ancient Brain are ripping through Yugi's life points. Yugi plays his Feral Imp, which does get buffed by the Yami field and goes after the Brain. But Mirror Force, he only has one. He just started with it. And there we go. Yugi's left wide open for game. The King of Games, everybody. The guy that we all respect Just dropped game number 1 due to a mirror force and his opponent literally getting ancient rules early. Goddamn. Alright, let me go ahead and set up duel number 2. I hope the King of Games doesn't get knocked out by our mere Imperial Guard. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I played the game, Forbidden Memories on my channel, I think I might have dropped a game to Naku before. And if not Naku, I've dropped a game to somebody like him. On my way up the ladder, because you have to beat like 5 bosses in a row. Maybe 6 bosses in a row. In Forbidden Memories to officially beat the game. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I'll admit, it's actually crazy. Alright. We only have one person in chat that believes in the Naku sweep. Everyone else is like, please, Yugi, don't lose. Personally, I could go either way. I like Yama Yugi as much as the next guy, but Naku's a new character, and I don't mind the new character showing off and showing up, and, you know, showing up in a tournament. Either way, we're going to get into game number 2. Thank you all for your patience. Mai fought a lot better than Yugi. I thought Mai was going to take out Naku. She was like 400 points away from winning in game 2 and game 1. Neither the magical swordsman will go in, but giant soldier of stone will not be wrecked. So Yugi's still in control of the duel. Yugi goes with a tribute summon and summons his Curse of Dragon, which could easily destroy the magical swordsman. And we just have sets. Yeah, Curse of Dragon might be a little bit too big for his opponent. Celtic Guardian comes through. The Tainted Wisdom will die, and the Celtic Guardian will do that. Naku for World Champ. Whiptail Crow will come in, and that will destroy the Celtic Guardian, sadly. I like Celtic Guardian, so it's a shame to see that die. Tori K comes through, and Curse of Dragon with Tori K are going to rip through the opponent. Naku might be in a little bit of trouble in this duel. He needs to draw one of his combo cards. He drew Tainted Wisdom, but that's not that great of a card, but whatever, to each their own. Neo the Magic Swordsman is here. And it's going to rip through. Okay. So far, so good for Yami Yugi. It looks like he's going to take game number 2 on Naku. Naku's going to get a Destiny Draw, which could be one of 3 things. So let's see what happens. I think I know which one that is, but he's bricked. Oh. Naku is officially out of cards. Oh, we're going to see an awesome monster. Everybody say hello to the legendary Magician of Black Chaos. At 3,000 attack thanks to Yami, but we all knew that Destiny Draw was coming. So it was cool to see it, and he brings it back. I don't think Naku can beat Magician of Black Chaos. Holy crap, that's a hell of a card to draw, Yugi. He actually got his ritual off. And there we go. Duel number 2 goes to Yami Yugi in a very good duel. Nice job, man. Nice freaking job. All right. Duel number 2 goes to the King of Games. And now we're going into Duel 3. Will Yugi take out the man who is working for Heishin? Or will Heishin simply not have to face Yugi because Naku took him out himself? Yeah, that victory was pretty much guaranteed the second he got Magician of Black Chaos out twice. Because that card is not going to be beat very easily. I honestly expected these duels to be a little bit slower, if I'm being honest with you guys. I thought this would be a longer tournament simply because they're not using a bunch of combos. They have combos, but they're not using a bunch of them. But in the end of the day, here we are. The duels are moving fast, and the duelists are fighting hard. Oh, I like this music. Welcome, Jose. Hope you have fun today. Harpy's Feather Duster. Yugi loses Magic Cylinder and Magical Hats. Yami comes through, powering up the Whiptail Crow, and Feral Imp will die. Dark Hole comes through from Yami Yugi, and he's out of cards. The King of Bricks is here. Ancient Brain will do some damage, but honestly, that's probably the weakest card his opponent has. And Yugi is still bricked on game 3. This is a terrible time to be a Yugi fan. Is Naku actually going to be the guy that takes out the king? Hey, Kaiba saves Yugi's life points. At least that's something. And Yugi continues to be bricked. And his opponent pulls out Opticlops. That is so much damage showing. He has 3,900 attack coming through. Yugi will survive the turn, but not well. Luckily, his opponent does not run a burn deck. However, if Yugi can't get a decent monster out, this duel is as good as over. Let's see what one of his 3 destiny draws will be. He gets swords! Okay! Swords will buy him some time. Naku, can you get rid of swords to win the duel? He tribute summons Neck Hunter. That's something at least. Pot agreed, a hell of a top deck from Yugi, the king of destiny draws. But he still doesn't have a monster that can stand up to the opponent. Thanks to swords, though, he bought himself some time. Yugi still has time. And now did Yugi get it? This is his last turn. He has to play a monster right now. If he doesn't, it's over. And Yugi does have a tribute monster. It's the Gaia the Fierce Knight. And he's giving it the Horn of the Unicorn, putting it at 3k attack. And he drew Mirror Force naturally. Naku with the natural Mirror Force has a guaranteed victory on the King of Games. And just like that, despite having a monster that could have brought him back, the perfectly timed Mirror Force ends the duel. Naku has knocked out the king, and another Millennium Item holder is dead. He didn't even need Haitian to do the job. He did it himself. The name of this Yu-Gi-Oh game doesn't exist on YouTube, sadly, but I can tell you, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 Tag Force Special. Alright, Naku will be moving on in our tournament, everybody. Let's go ahead and check that out. Naku is going to semifinals. The next duelist to be going at it will be Weevil, Underwood, and Priest Seto, High Priest Seto from Forbidden Memories. If this was on Twitch, that would have been insane. Yes, so many people would have lost their money. Their fake money. Alright, give me a second for High Priest Seto, and then we'll get this duel started. Weevil, Underwood, you're a lot easier for me to find. Alright guys, it's time to start. Let's get it going. High Priest Seto versus Weevil Underwood. Alright, we're going to start out with Forest from Weevil, and he's got a set card. Very nice from Weevil. High Priest Seto gets the Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity. Great start for High Priest Seto. And he summons his Battle Ox, which does get buffed by the Forest. Beast Warriors are buffed. Heart of the Underdog is a great card for this time. Weevil's going to need a Cocoon of Evolution to hold that card back. Heart of the Underdog. Oh, he drew Blue Eyes. Alright, well now we know he has a Blue Eyes in hand, so that's something scary. Attack Force 3 100% has the best AI. We've already proven it by watching Attack Force 3 tournament not too long ago. It was called the Return to Duel Academy tournament, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. And Heart of the Underdog will not stop working. Holy crap. High Priest Seto drew whatever the hell he wanted in that case. And Lejin with a freaking... Oh, Skill Drain. No effects from Weevil's monsters anymore, which means he can no longer pull off Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth or Great Moth. Ancient rules on main phase 2 because the AI was programmed poorly. And just like that, High Priest Seto already housed out one of his best cards, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh god, the super rare Goki Bore is back, but he has nothing else. Heart of the Underdog gives it... Oh god, he has Sword Stalker. Heart of the Underdog, he's got Mystic Horseman. Attack Force 3 and Attack Force 4 basically have the same AI level. We just say Attack Force 3 has the... Oh, we have a Poly, everybody! Is it gonna be... No, it's not. Everybody, say hello to the Rabid Horseman! A card I used in Falsebound Kingdom. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh era is GX because they focused on fusion, and I love fusion. And Rabbit Horseman is getting buffed by the forest. Would Attack Force Force Rally dominate Attack Force 3 Zane? Yeah, since it's the same AI, yes. We only say Attack Force 3 is the best AI because they have the most characters. Alright, well, we didn't get to see Blue Eyes' ultimate, but we did get to see Blue Eyes, and he wrecked his opponent with it. So we're going to get into game number 2. Just give me 1 second to set it up. Besides, do you really think he's going to need his Blue Eyes ultimate on a mere freaking Weevil Underwood? I mean, Weevil was lucky to make it this far. He barely beat Pegasus because Pegasus bricked on game 3. Pegasus would have won game 2 and literally just destroyed his opponent if he just didn't have terrible AI. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Alright. However, Weevil does stand a chance in this duel if he could start strong by getting his equip spells on one of his insects like he did against Pegasus. Because honestly, if you don't give Kaiba time to build up his field, then he can't tribute summon, he can't do a lot of stuff. Alright, you pay $250 to see Blue Eyes ultimate? Well, good luck to you. I would pay $250 to see Blue Eyes ultimate get summoned naturally. Gokibori supremacy? Yeah, let's believe in Gokibori, chat. Come on. And we have ourselves a forest to start the duel with a set card. Nothing wrong with that. And Battleox comes through again, and Battleox is getting buffed by the forest, so if anything, you're just helping your opponent, Weevil. Like I said, you need to start off aggressive. Get out your better monsters. And he summons his rare Gokibori, and he gives it the equip spell. Who said Gokibori is supremacy? Because it's coming through. Red Eyes, the Gokibori dragon is here. And he has Blue Eyes in hand. And he has Vorse Raider in hand. And King of the Swamp, as if it matters, gets him a polymerization. Ancient Rules does matter! The legendary Gokibori can't stand up to the legendary Blue Eyes. And Vorse Raider will rip through Weevil's life points right after that. Holy crap, despite all of those power-ups, it does not matter! Ancient Rules says go to hell! Monster Reborn can bring back Battleox, but that's not even stronger than Vorse Raider, who is also getting buffed because he's a Beast Warrior. Ruikishin powered. Oh god, what now? Mystic Horseman, of course. Battleox, of course. Sword Stalker. Okay, we get it, High Priest Seto. You got a lot of cool cards. And I think I know what we're about to see. Yep, don't get your hopes up. We already saw him draw it. Rabbit Horseman comes back again, and with the field spell, is rocking 2200 attack. Also Legend. This duel's over. High Priest Seto is definitely going to semifinals in this tournament. 2 of the new characters go straight to semifinals. Yeah, that was a little too one-sided. My god. The power level difference is just that big. And High Priest Seto is laughing at him, which is not very... That's not how a High Priest should be acting. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our next duel. The next duel will be actual Seto Kaiba. Alright, actual Seto Kaiba versus Sebek, the other Imperial Guard. Okay, will Seto Kaiba be able to destroy the other Imperial Guard, or will the Naku's friend Sebek actually move all the way through to semis as well? Remember, Sebek is the other guard that works for Haitian, and he wears the green outfit with the alligator head, for those of you that have forgotten. He is more of a Zoa user. He uses Ushioni and Zoa. He has other cards as well, but those are the ones that are most memorable. Seto Kaiba, you've already seen what his deck can do. Obviously, the High Priest Seto and Seto Kaiba have different spell trap card support, but their monsters are pretty similar. Not completely similar, but pretty similar. Alright, let's go ahead and get this duel started. Thank you all for your patience yet again. It's time for Kaiba versus Sebek. He's also known as Sebekle in Falsebound Kingdom. For those of you that watched my Falsebound Kingdom Let's Play. They also renamed Naku to something else, like Nakuba? I don't remember. Alright, Sebek starts with Opticlops and goes after the Ancient Lamp, which would be a good card if your opponent had 2 monsters. But he didn't. Double Heart of the Underdog, my god. And we have Whiptail Crow with Opticlops. This will easily destroy Saggy the Dark Clown. Alright, Seto Kaiba needs to play a little bit better. Right now he's kind of sucking. A Battle Ox is a little bit better, but it can't defeat the Opticlops. And early Mirror Force from Sebek, leaving Seto Kaiba wide open. Ruikishin powered, Opticlops and Whiptail Crow are ripping through our buddy Seto Kaiba. I've seen that holographic dual field. I thought it was really cool. They did a great job making that. And we have Pot of Greed, everybody, which is going to be his Destiny draw for today. And he gets D-Spell, which could slow. Nope, he goes for that. Oh, God, he has Metal Morph. His opponent has Metal Morph waiting for him. Oh, no. Oh, no, Kaiba fans, we're in trouble. Whiptail Crow is in his hand. We already know this. Crush Card Virus! He got Crush Card Virus and destroys all of those cards! But Double Heart of the Underdog gives him a Graceful Charity, and that gets him a Legend. Remember, Crush Card was nerfed, so there you go. Yep, duel number 1 goes to Sebek in a very sad ending. He even pulled off his Crush Card, but it did not matter. Sebek and Naku seem to be running to the finish line. They really want to win this tournament, despite the fact that they're just the guards. They're not even the main enemy. Either way, I'm kind of excited to see them continue. But don't count Kaiba out yet. He did not get his Legend or Vorse Raider that time. So maybe he just, needs to get a little luckier. Honestly, I'm more surprised that the freaking new characters are doing this well. They weren't supposed to be this strong. At least I didn't expect them to be. Alright, let's go ahead and get the duel started. Sebek's going to be on the other side now, so ignore the floating face. It's not even there. Never happened. There we go. High Priest Seto's better than regular Seto? That's funny. Alright, we have Ruikishin powered from Sebek. 2 of them. And Sebek's going in, and okay, Ancient Lamp has high value this time. Destroys both Ruikishins, and then he Ancient Rules on main phase 2. And it's a Summon Skull. Oh, God. That Summon Skull is disgusting, but it's his. Monster Reborn will bring back Ruikishin power, but it's not stronger than Summon Skull. Oh, but I know what is! Everybody, say hello to the Blue Eyes White Dragon! And with this card, Summon Skull will bite the dust. Sebek is officially in trouble. And Blue Eyes comes through and does a ton of damage. Don't judge the artist, I don't know. And it's not mine, this is actually in-game art. This is not something I edited in. That is the in-game art. Alright. Heart of the Underdog is really coming through right now, getting him a bunch of cards. Premature Burial can bring back the summon. He picked Ruikishin for what reason? You have Summon Skull right there. Crush Card Virus? Oh, he lost everything! And just like that, Sebek is left wide open, but Kaiba doesn't have another monster. Oh no. Literally top deck your way back or lose. Pot of Greed is his top deck. Let's see what he gets. He got a monster. Kaiba blowing up everything to come back in this duel. He pops Mirror Force. Kaiba hits Mirror Force. And just like that, his opponent is 1 turn away from death. He is not leaving, everyone. You all think Sebek's just going to take 2 games on Kaiba? Kaiba's not weak. He's here to play. And Yami will not save him unless Kaiba doesn't draw another monster. Kaiba tribute summons himself a Judge Man, which does not have enough attack points. D-Spell gets rid of the field spell. And yes, it does, because Blue Eyes has enough attack. Kaiba takes game number 2 in a complete destruction. No damage taken. Seto Kaiba cannot be stopped, everybody. Alright, let's go ahead and get into game number 3. The winner of this will be moving on to semifinals. Will Sebek be joining his friend, Naku? Or will Kaiba be joining his past self, High Priest Kaiba? We have a prediction in chat, but we'll see if they're right. I wish you luck if that's what you want to see happen. Honestly, after watching both duels, the duels can go either way. Both people kind of got wrecked by each other. It's all up to luck on who gets the better hand. I know, Kaiba with good AI does seem very strange. Alright, Kaiba bricked and Sebek didn't. He has Opticlops. Opticlops goes in and Kaiba pays the price. Whiptail Crow, okay. Weird to flip that on main phase 2, but to each their own. Kaiba is still bricked. I can't even imagine. Does he just need Poly? Does he have 3 Blue Eyes in hand? Gift of the Mystical Elf will heal him a little bit. Honestly, he kind of needed that because his opponent is wrecking him. You didn't swap positions? I don't always swap positions. It's always, honestly, it's always randomized. It's whoever's closest on the thing. Because it always randomizes which character you start on, so that's basically how they're decided. And Pot of Greed from Kaiba comes through. Kaiba gets himself a Battle Axe, which isn't even strong enough to beat the opponent. Skill Drain stops any effects. And Battle Axe can hit Whiptail Crow, but Mirror Force says go to hell. Kaiba, is this duel over? Did you lose the duel? Is Sebek going to go to the finals? The semifinals? Alright, the attacks come through, and Metalmorph for game. The duel's over. Seto Kaiba is out of the tournament. Only new characters are moving forward unless Bakura can save the day. Sebek mixed with Naku and High Priest Seto. 3 of the 5 new characters are in semifinals, with a possibility of 4 of the 5 making it, which is as many as could make it as possible. Opti Metalclops, yeah. Sebek is in semis, everybody. The next duel and the final duel of top 8 will be Yami Bakura versus the boss of the tournament, Heishin. I want to hear it, chat. Do you guys believe in the only non-new character, Yami Bakura, and his funny burn deck? Or do you believe in Heishin, the boss of the tournament? Let me see it in chat. I'm actually curious to know who you guys think is going to win. Okay, Heishin, Bakura. A little mixed so far. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and start this duel. Alright, Heishin versus Bakura. Heishin starts off pretty passively with a set pass. Bakura starts off with Lady of Faith, and Chain Energy is already here. That Chain Energy is what won him his last duel, and he's got double Chain Energy! It's gonna cost 1,000 life points to do anything! A Tribute Summon costs him 1,000 life points, but he uses it to summon the Judge Man. And the Judge Man comes through to destroy the Lady of Faith. But now it's going to cost Bakura 1,000 just to defend himself. Alright, so far so good. And you are correct about that. Heishin is a little more bricky than his 2 guards. But he does have more powerful cards than his 2 guards, so it's a give and take. And he plays Tremendous Fire. He paid 1,500 life points to use that card. And Bakura pays another 1,000 just to set a monster. Heishin is winning by not even summoning monsters. Literally, Heishin's winning by watching. Oh, wait, he's actually going to play a card. Okay, it's not a monster, though. Judge Man might be enough, honestly. Bakura can only play 2 more cards before he's out of the ability to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Bakura plays Graceful Charity. He can only play 1 more card out of the 3 cards he drew. And it's a monster. That was the final card Bakura could play in this duel. Haitian, it's up to you now. Haitian attacks skill drain to negate any possible effects. And Electric Lizard's effect is negated, which means that Haitian has complete control and can't lose. Apparently, Bakura did fight Kaiba in the anime. People did tell me that they have fought in Season 5 of the anime. And just like that, Haitian takes game number 1. Chain Energy kind of worked against Bakura in that case. But let's get game number 2 started. Alright. I'm the one who made these decks. He has 3. He does have 3 chain energies, which is why he's been able to draw them so often. I don't think he'll ever play 3 because I don't know the odds of that, but come on. Alright, here we go, guys. Time for game number 2. If Bakura loses this, then we are out of old characters. Only new characters will remain in the tournament. And here we go. Harpy's Feather Duster destroys Black Pendant, which burns Haitian. Beautiful Head Huntress is coming through, and Morphing Jar is destroyed. Haitian loses a couple good cards. Bakura doesn't. Bakura gets out Tremendous Fire to do some burn. Honestly, it works out. Graceful Charity's coming in next. Tremendous Fire again. Okay, Bakura, you gotta be careful. Burn is funny, but, you know, you also need to defend yourself. Chain Energy is here. Heart of the Underdog lets him see. We have Battle Steer, a card he had in Duels of the Roses. Chain Energy will activate. Ancient Rules comes through. Chain Energy will activate. Summon Skull is here. Probably a lot better art for you guys. You like this one's look a lot more. Just Desserts is here, putting the opponent down to 2,500 life points. Pretty good. Bakura's got him really low, but he needs more cards to burn his opponent out before he dies by battle. It doesn't matter about 2-man-ear bugs. He's winning through burn. He wants Just Desserts. Wow! Triple Heart of the Underdog, which is actually not a good play because it cost you life points. Bakura gets Pot of Greed. He must burn his opponent down. He needs 2,000 burn. Tremendous Fire. He needs 1,000 burn. Will Bakura be able to take out Haitian? Chain Energy again, and just a set. Do you have a trap? Chain Energy again, and a trap. That has to be Just Desserts or any other burn card. Here comes the attack. Man-Ear Bug comes through. Man-Ear Bug stops that monster, but this is the game-winning attack. Will Haitian go to the semifinals, or will Bakura be out of here? Bakura did not have a final burn card. Haitian wins the duel, and the semifinals is full of the new characters. None of the old ones survived. None of the Egyptian items are left. They've all been taken. As far as our tournament story is concerned, all of the Egyptian items are taken. But let's go ahead and see who is the strongest of these 4 duelists. Everybody, it's time for Sebek versus Haitian. Sebek is taking on his own master, and Naku is taking on Priest Seto. The only one that makes sense here is Seto, because Seto does betray Haitian in the future. And Naku and Sebek both work for Haitian. I mean, technically, Haitian would have the rod, but don't worry about that. That was taken many tournaments ago, for those of you that have been paying attention. Alright, give me a time because both of these characters' decks are hiding at the bottom. I know one of you guys said Naku would sweep the whole tournament, but do you really think they could beat Seto? That is my question. Either way, it's time to start the duel. Everybody, the semifinals shall begin. Seto versus Naku. I'm already going to put faces on because, you know, there's two of them. Well, bam. In the Forbidden Memories story, it kind of makes sense for Seto to be here because he does betray Haitian, but we'll see. Vorse Raider starts the duel. That's a scary monster to start with. Yami starts the duel. That's actually pretty good. Ancient Rules. Oh boy. And the Neck Hunter can defeat the Vorse Raider by 50 thanks to the freaking Yami field. If it wasn't for the Yami field, Neck Hunter would not even be able to beat that card. Harpy's Feather Duster on just the field spell, but honestly that makes it so Vorse Raider is strong enough to take out the Neck Hunter before it hides in defense mode. And there's Heart of the Underdog. Lejin is here now. Lejin is going to tear through that monster, and it looks like Naku's in some trouble here. I think High Priest Seto has advantage right now. Opticlops is pretty damn good, but he needs the field spell. Opticlops is pretty damn good, but he needs the field spell. Whiptail Crow is okay, but not against High Priest Seto. And Double Heart of the Underdog might help him out. Alright, we have Premature Burial. What got thrown away? Vorse Raider, of course. And we have a Tribute Summon for Ushioni. Uh-oh. It's looking bad to be... Oh, Skill Drain, no effects, although I don't think either of these characters rely on effects. And just like that, 3,800 damage is dealt. He did not draw a monster because... Oh, he drew a third Heart of the Underdog. And that third Heart of the Underdog might have cost him the duel. Honestly, it feels like it did. That's game, everybody. Game number 1 goes to High Priest Seto, the Beater Master. Welcome, Golden Dragon. Thank you for being here today. And there we go. Give me 1 second to set up the next duel. Obviously, I don't want spoilers, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Naku has been to Game 3 multiple times, though, so I'm not worried about him losing one simple duel. We've seen him come back from worse, to be honest. Especially, I think Mai gave him the hardest duel so far. So, High Priest Seto, you still have a lot to live up to. Although you are an extremely powerful duelist. Which makes sense. This is Seto Kaiba back in Prime. Prime Kaiba. Before he was tainted by money. In this timeline, he's only tainted by power and prestige, not money. Alright, let's go ahead and get duel number 2 started. Alright, High Priest Seto starts with a basic set. His opponent has Tainted Wisdom on the way. Tainted Wisdom barely destroys Rurikishin powered. Lejin is here, everybody. Welcome, Chad. And Lejin does some damage. Ancient Rules on main phase 2 always makes me upset, but whatever. Sword Stalker is here. Dark Hole from Naku. Oh boy, that's a big hit. And another Tainted Wisdom is here to do 1,250 damage. Funny enough, he summoned Skull Guardian once. Ooh, Monster Born on main phase 2 is also upsetting, but at least he has a Sword Stalker of his own now. Battle Axe is pretty good and will destroy the Wisdom. Alright, Naku, now that you've stolen your opponent's strong monster, are you going to be able to win this duel, or are you going to start bricking? It looks like he's bricking because he did not draw another monster. Ancient Rules again, but this time he summons Ushioni! He was saving the stronger monster for this very situation. And now it looks like Naku is back in, back in danger. He could play defensively, but that's about it. And, okay, looks like our High Priest Seto is also bricked. All he has is Ushioni. And there we go. Naku's brick finally comes through. Battle Axe mixed with Ushioni is a very scary combo. The damage is just a little too good. Pot of Greed comes through, and Pot of Greed with Ancient Rules. Hold up! Ancient Rules special summons the Neck Hunter, which is not strong enough, and now I'm kind of confused. Is that really the best you have? Alright. Naku is trying to hold on into stay in the duel, but he's not summoning his better cards. He's summoning some pretty weak cards, all things considered. High Priest Seto seems to be in complete control. He drew a trap card, which could be a good sign. But we'll see. Nope, it's skill drain. That's a terrible sign. All he did was pay 1,000 life points. And Mystic Horseman is here, but it won't win him any duels. Ancient Brain is dead. And Naku is one turn away from death. He needs a way to come back. And he bricks. Oh, God. Unless he's been holding back Mirror Force, he's about to lose to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. High Priest Seto attacks with his ultimate monster. That's it, everybody. High Priest Seto is going to be in the finals. Naku will be in the semifinals. Alright, not semifinals, sorry. We'll be in the third place bronze match. There we go. High Priest Seto, you have yourself a lot of fun taking on your first finals. Sebek is now going to be taking on the boss of the tournament, Haitian, the man who threw the tournament today. And I'm going to set them up right now. Alright. I am just about ready to start, guys. I'm just looking for Sebek's deck. And I am ready to go. Everyone, it's time for the final semifinal match. It's going to be Haitian versus Sebek. Give me a second to put on their faces. Wabam and wabam. It would be really sad for Haitian to lose to one of his Imperial Guards, but what happens, happens. Sebek has already killed one Kaiba. That's a good point. And Battleox comes through and is easily able to destroy the Whiptail Crow, but Metalmorph says go to hell! And just like that, you're in danger. The Master Haitian was not prepared for that, and Skill Drain only works against you, against this opponent. Sure, that's a nice card to have against, say, Bakura, but against this guy, not so much. In 3 turns, Haitians are, or 4 turns, Haitian's already sent to a Destiny draw. The boss of the tournament is struggling against his own troops. Pot of Greed comes through, but all he gets is an Axe Raider, which does not do a damn thing against a Metalmorph Whipped Crow. Or Whiptail Crow. The odds are not good for... Oh! Harpy's Feather Duster! I don't know what it hit, but maybe it was 2 skill drains. But it's looking really bad for Haitian fans right now. Sebek is in complete control of the duel. He wants to get revenge for his friend Naku. This is game 1, yeah, don't worry. And the attack goes through. Mystical Elf will die because it still buffs the opponent to a point where she cannot survive the attack. He's trying to stay in the duel, but honestly, what could he top deck at this point to save himself? Ew! Summon Skull! Monster Reborn will bring back the monster he needs to win the duel. He needs 2 monsters, 3 monsters, there we go. And just like that, there's no chance of Haitian winning this duel. We have Summon Skull here. We have all the powerful monsters here. Skill Drain guaranteeing no effects will activate. Beautiful Headhuntress has none to activate anyway. And Summon Skull wins him the duel. Everybody, game number 1 goes to Sebek. Upsetting his own master in this duel. If this was the Grunts tournament, he would be upsetting Bandit Keith. But this is his Bandit Keith. Alright, Sebek, good job. Good job. You knocked Haitian down a little bit. But, are you going to take game number 2? Can you actually knock out your master once and for all? Alright, guys. This is it. Let's get it going. This duel can decide who goes to the finals. Will the boss of the tournament be knocked out and sent to the bronze place match? Or will Sebek, yes, he does wear Crocs. Or Sebek, yeah, all of these things are matches today. Or will Sebek simply lose and have to fight his own friend in the bronze place match? Alright, Axe Ritter comes through and gets Mirror Forced. Wow, Sebek has the best start possible with that Mirror Force. And now it looks like Skill Drain will waste 1,000 of his life points again. Haitian starting out pretty similarly. And 3,600 damage comes through. Yet again, Haitian starts the duel where he's forced into a Destiny draw this early. Hopefully he gets a better one this time than he did last time. Alright, he sets a set. Okay. Harpy's Feather Duster, everybody. Mirror Force is gone. And Sebek is still, Sebek still can't get through the defense, though. But Mirror Force is knocked out. Harpy's Feather Duster right back. Both Mirror Forces are gone. Monster Reborn comes through. Summon Skull has been taken. And with Summon Skull, they're going after Lejin. Alright. It looks like Haitian's trying to turn it around, but Dark Hole says, screw you. You're not turning anything around. Although you're finally top decking, Haitian already has a monster. It's Battleox, and he's going in. Sebek is the one that has to top deck his way back into the duel now. And he does, maybe? Yes, because the trap is Metalmorph. He top decks his way back into the duel. Unless Haitian has a monster with more than 1900 attack, he's done for. Premature Burial, what's in the grave? Just Battleox? That's not enough. That is actually really sad. He didn't have a better card to find. And Whiptail Crow is here. Metalmorph makes it so that Haitian loses that. Haitian loses both cards, and this duel is as good as over. Sebek will be going to the finals of the Forbidden Memories tournament. And Haitian, the boss of the tournament, taken out by one of his own guards, will be going to the bronze place match. Alrighty, guys. It's pretty brutal to see a master get knocked out by his subordinate, but it happened. And now Haitian has to take on his other subordinate. Oh, God. Is he going to get knocked out by both of them? Alright, here we go, everybody. It's going to be Haitian taking on Naku. This is going to be the bronze place breather match before we find out who our champion is. Alright. It's a mutiny. It's yeah, 100% it's a mutiny. You're 100% right about that. If Naku wins this, then honestly, Haitian got bullied by his two guards, and that'll be hilarious to me. Granted, he's still a strong character that made it to top 4, but getting bullied by his two guards is hilarious. Alright, here we go. Naku shall open the duel with Yami, which will help, I think, both of them out. Although Neil the Magic Swordsman is now a really good monster thanks to the Yami. Dark Hole says go to hell. Axe Ritter comes through and 1700 damage shall be dealt. The damage is good. Pot of Greed is next, everybody. Monster Reborn has been used and it brings back the Neo the Magic Swordsman. Yeah, you're going to need to find one of your better cards there, Haitian. Your opponent's field spell makes him a little too strong. And we have Ancient Brain on top of it, which is part of his fusion. Wolf Axe Wielder will be destroyed, and Ancient Brain will start digging into his opponent. Ooh, he's bricked. Okay, Haitian is officially bricked, everyone. And we have a tribute summon for Air Eater, a very powerful monster with this field spell. But the Mirror Force comes through, and he loses everything. So now this is Haitian's chance to have a fighting... Well, now he has a fighting chance. Monster Reborn picks the worst possible target, because AI, but he tributes it anyway for Summon Skull, the cool-looking one. And Summon Skull does 2,700 damage. There has been a lot of Pot of Greed this tournament, hasn't there? For Forbidden Memories, it makes sense, since when you're playing Forbidden Memories, you're drawing a ton of cards one after another. But a counter Mirror Force turns the duel right back around, and Naku is in control. Ancient Brain is going in. Reverie, this is the bronze place match, so a lot, but don't worry. The rest will be on YouTube once we're done here. Skill Drain will weaken Haitian by quite a bit, but Naku will do only 1,200. They have not drawn another monster. And Pot of Greed comes through. Will it actually help? Harpy's Feather Duster will help. Gets rid of the field spell. And Wolf Axe Wielder will rip apart this brain. Alright, so far so good. Another field spell comes through, but do you have a monster? You do! Whiptail Crow! And thanks to the field spell, it's at a point where it can end up destroying the opponent. Alright, Haitian is actually at risk of losing immediately to Naku, which would be extremely embarrassing. And okay, Mystical Elf will survive! And thanks to the field spell, it's even stronger. And now they tribute summon for Judge Man, which can rip apart both of these cards. Alright, what are you going to do now, Naku? Your boss keeps summoning boss monsters. How are you going to deal with them? And there goes your other monster. But it looks like Ancient Rules on main phase 2 to piss me off. And Sengen Jin is here. That's a hell of a monster to summon. And a ritual monster he owns in Duels to the Roses. That's right, that's a ritual card in Duels to the Roses. And that's going to be game, everybody. Naku gets defeated. It looks like we're going to be... This is game number 3, everyone. It looks like we're going on to game 3, and the boss is taking on the subordinate yet again. Alright, let me set it up real quick. Haitian does not want to be bullied by his 2 freaking guardians, but we'll see. We shall see. And there's Naku. Alright. Sebek may have taken out Haitian, but will Naku also be able to take out Haitian? Let's find out. This is for all the marbles, everybody. Preso is officially better than regular Seto. He actually won. Alright, Graceful Charity comes in from Haitian. He throws away some cards and summons his Axe Raider. Axe Raider is strong enough to beat the face down, but it doesn't matter when your opponent starts Mirror Force. And then now we're going to go ahead and summon Whiptail Crow with a skill drain, which is just a waste of 1,000 life points. And Whiptail Crow number 2 is here as well. That's a lot of damage taken by Haitian. He's already dropped below half. They both have Heart of the Underdog. And we have a set monster and a set card. Well, it looks like Haitian has a comeback opportunity, but it's all up to how his opponent reacts. Neo the Magic Swordsman is in his hand, and he summons it. Here comes the damage. And Mystical Elf does not care. She is way stronger than you. Harpy's Feather Duster will clear out that back row, getting rid of Skill Drain. Monster Reborn brings back Battle Locks, which can match at least the Neo, but it beats the Whiptails. That's something. Alright, Ancient Rules. What kind of card is he holding back? It's the Neck Hunter. Neck Hunter. Oh, and a double tribute. It's Kaizijin, the strongest card that he owns. And Magic Cylinder says go to hell. Kaizijin's going to cost you. And Mirror Force says go. Oh, he got maximum benefits from that. Holy crap. It looks like Naku is left wide open, has nothing. Alright, Naku, you gotta top deck your way back into this duel because your opponent has you by the balls. He's like, this is what you get for making... Sebek already bullied me. You're not gonna bully me too. Pot of Need. Yami. And Ancient Brain. That's the best you could muster. If your opponent draws a monster, this duel is as good as over. Well, it has to be a good monster, but still. And it's Axe Raider. That's pretty good. And he gets to draw 2 more cards. Oh, don't think we're done there. He's got a piece of Exodia. That's right. Haitian uses Exodia in the Forbidden Memories game. And Battle Steer. Duels to the Roses, by the way. Alright. Oh, we're not done yet, everyone. It's Battle Locks. And let's see what else. Oh, we're not done yet. It's Rude Kaiser. Again, that's from Duels to the Roses. Okay, he's finally done drawing. He's got Ancient Rules, and just like that, Judge Man comes through. He's also going to summon Battleox for a guaranteed victory. I know I wanted to see Exodia as well, but no Exodia today. The winner is Haitian. He will be receiving 3rd place in the goddamn tournament that he threw, which I think is really funny. 3rd place is still pretty bad for a guy who throws the turn. You know what? It's not that bad. I think he did better than Zork, and he did way better than Anubis. Anubis had a terrible tournament. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the final duel, or the final match of the day. Who will be our Forbidden Memories champion? Will it be High Priest Seto, or will it be Guardian Sebek? What do you guys think? Do you think Seto can do this, or do you think Sebek will do it? People believe in the Sebek sweep. Okay, okay. Understandable, understandable. Alright. There's going to be a tournament on Saturday, don't worry. There are always tournaments. Every Thursday and Saturday. Although I will admit, after this match, I will be revealing something that's going to change a lot of things. So, get ready. Make sure you stick around. It'll happen right after this match. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. It's time for High Priest Seto versus Sebek. The final fight of our Forbidden Memories tournament. 2 new characters going at it. Alright, Pot of Greed starts. And we have Opticlops. Alright, there we go. We have Ancient Rules on main phase 2 to make me upset. Of course, Sebek. He summons one of his boss cards, Zoa. He only has 1 card stronger than that in his deck. Dark Hole will make short work of it, though. High Priest Seto is still brick, though. And Rurikishin Power comes in. Skill Drain is just a waste of a card in this tournament. And Sebek is starting really strong. Sorry to hear that, Roncore, but you could always watch the, let's say, the trailer after, it's going to be at the end of the tournament. So watch the end of the tournament when you get home. And Yami is there. Ushioni comes through, and High Priest Seto is losing a lot of life points. He's going to need to top deck some actual good monsters. Have fun, Roncore. Good luck to you at work. Pot of Greed, more like Pot of Need, comes through. King of the Swamp, could he actually be pulling off a monster or no? Damn it. I was so hopeful that these were 3 blue eyes. You have no idea. I was so hopeful. But because Sebek did not top deck another monster, Seto is still in the duel. High Priest Seto is still here. Okay, he got Vorse Raider, which is not going to beat Ushioni, but he has it. And he's got more face downs now. The attack comes through, and Mirror Force was top decked. And just like that, High Priest Seto is back in the, well, not in the lead, but he's back in the driver's seat. Lejin, oh my god, that's so many good beaters. Lejin is here. And he's not flipping Vorse Raider. Did he assume the opponent would have... I'm curious if he did that because he thought there was Mirror Force. Heart of the Underdog will get him more cards. He only has to do 700 damage. It shouldn't be that hard. Oh god, his opponent has Lejin as well. That's not going to be good for you, Kaiba. And Lejin can easily beat Vorse Raider thanks to the Yami field spell. All it would take is a Final Flame and Seto Kaiba would be dead. He's got Battleox in hand, but that's not going to help. Okay, but he's willing to summon it, and he's willing to crash. But Mirror Force, he did have Mirror Force. He was waiting. And that's going to be game, everybody. The winner is going to be Sebek for game number 1 of our final match. Well, you know, give him a second for Heart of the Underdog. And he's going to do it with Ushioni, because why the hell not? That's right. High Priest Seto can't even beat a random guard. Well, he's not random. He's actually important, but still. Just like Haitian, all the boss characters are losing to Sebek. It's kind of funny, actually. Something about Sebek's deck is just that good. Sebek the Seto Slayer? You know what? The way this tournament's going? Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Alright, there's Sebek's deck, and I just need High Priest Seto. Now, Seto's going to have to play at his absolute best, because if he loses this duel, we're not even going to get to see a Game 3. This could be the final match, everybody. This could be the final fight. Let's see how these two opponents go at it. Come on. Everyone wants to see Blue Eyes Ultimate. Do it for the fans. Oh, God. Okay, you're getting my hopes up. Alright. Ancient Rules comes through immediately to summon Zoa, one of the strongest cards in his deck. Skill Drain is useless. And there's another one. Heart of the Underdog shows off Ushioni. Heart of the Underdog shows off Lejin. Uh-oh. High Priest Seto might be... Oh my god, his opponent is screwing him over. This is the... He drew 3 Lejins in a row? Did he seriously draw 3 Lejins? How is Kaiba supposed to come back from that? Oh my god. I think Sebek's gonna wreck this tournament. He's literally wrecking everybody in this tournament. Oh man, that is brutal. The triple Lejin draw. How do you outmatch that? High Priest Seto, you murdered most of the opponents to get here in a 2-0 sweep. But Sebek is destroying you. I don't think you've done a single point of damage to this man. You gotta do something. Yeah, you can keep playing defensively, but you're still in trouble, Kaiba. He's got triple Lejin. We saw it. Ancient Rules. Oh, Jesus. Ushioni. Nope, another Zoa. Holy crap. And here it comes, everybody. The Mirror Force to try and stall. His opponent didn't summon a monster, though, so the final Lejin is still there. And premature... Oh, my God. Seto, Kaiba. What the hell? High Priest Seto, what are you going to do against this? He's going to tribute summon Ushioni, which can't stand up to Zoa. I'm afraid that it looks like High Priest Seto got wrecked. Rurikishin Powered will end the duel. He didn't summon Rurikishin Power. Oh, Metamorph, that's why. Metamorph Zoa to end the duel. And there we go, everybody. The winner of the Forbidden Memories tournament is Sebek. Not bad for a guard, but he took down everybody with his high-speed, high-powered deck. But this Forbidden Memories tournament was just a lead-in, because for the past 2 months, we've seen a lot of our main characters that have Millennium Items get their items stolen and get their souls sent to the Shadow Realm. So, without further ado, it is time for the announcement. The biggest tournament I've ever thrown is coming. I will ever throw is coming. We have literally just been waiting for this. I've been building up new characters after new characters after new characters in order to build this. Enjoy.